Yo, I wonder who they're gonna fucking give it to, bro.
They're probably gonna give it to Jokic, man. Cause it's gonna be because if they don't give it to Jokic, they gotta explain that. Because everyone's gonna be like, because you could just go to the raw stats. Jokic got better numbers than dude, man. He's just like, damn.
Yeah, what up, y'all?
What's good?
Sixers fan. I was just, I go by the name BC. I'm over here in Silver Spring, Maryland. Been rocking with the Sixers since Allen Iverson. My godfather used to be the assistant coach for Georgetown basketball.
All right.
Yeah, his name was Mike Riley. So I used to be in there with John Thompson. A lot of players. I was roommate with Joakim Noah, if y'all remember him, Frenchie.
Yeah. He used to go to school out here in NYC called United Nations.
Yep.
He didn't make the squad though. I think his freshman year or something. But
bruh, he grew a foot after like high school. He was very skinny back then. Like he always played a big role.
Yeah.
And he wasn't even that athletic. It's crazy. His parents had bread, so they were able to put him in the best camps, and then he had a lot of heart. He got better every
year. Yeah. I think he went to a school in Brooklyn called Poly Prep after they transferred him out.
But yeah, man, I mean, as far as the MVP, bro, I mean, I guess what are we gonna say? 2,000 points, 1,000 assists, 1,000 boards, 500 assists. Like that was, even though Joe has got that scoring title, I think Jokic has done more like historical things, and it is kind of a carry job without Michael Porter Jr. and without Jamal Murray. We got to give him his propers on that. So.
Yeah, it's really tough, man. I think Embiid deserve it, but it's like, damn, man, that boy Jokic, boy, that's some other shit that dude is on.
But then I don't know if y'all saw the list for the as far as who the voters are, and it's just a lot of media narratives. A lot of these cats, I don't know what their credentials are. It'd be better if the Associated Press doesn't really have as much to do with this as the NBA head coaches.
Yeah, I agree.
They vote the starters because it's like there's less room for bias. I feel like.
Yep, and there's a lot of bias. There's a lot, especially Rachel Nichols. I think, me personally, she shouldn't have a vote because
especially if she's been outed. Yeah.
No, not even that. Way before that. Yo, the season that Westbrook won it, dog. She started off the season with the Westbrook narrative, and then she was driving the triple double shit the whole year. I was like, dog, they can't let somebody like that vote. They can't let somebody like that vote. Because she never said once that he took the most shots in the league. My man took the most shots in the whole league.
Yeah, man. We know that there's hidden agendas for sure. I just got back in the crib right now. I picked up a pizza and I got me a Crown on the Rocks to go. Hit on Maxi for 3.
Ooh.
All right, so yeah, I'm about to tap into this game. Nice meeting you. I'm about to follow y'all. Follow me back. I'll make you pop.
Nah, no doubt. Yo, let me ask you one question, man. When are y'all Philly fans about to bug out on James Harden, man? Eventually, y'all gonna run out y'all patience on this dude.
So let's check this out. I was what you called a Ben Simmons apologist, bro. I was ready to fight people at bars. I gotta watch these games in like a safe space. I wanted Ben to do well. I ain't never seen no shit like that, like what he did. And I was calling Game 6 a Ben Simmons legacy game, and I went back. Game 7, Ben Simmons legacy game. We wanted him to do well. James is top 75 player. Just even if he's off, the fact that he's such a facilitator and he's a high IQ, right there, he's getting a plug. It's just what we need. It's like Ben if he just shot.
Mm-hmm.
We don't even need the MVP James. We need James to shoot shots, get to the line, and facilitate. Because we're really running a lot of this offense through Maxi, so I think it's perfect. And I'm not gonna be mad at a super max him as well. Give him the $200 million.
Wait, hold on, man. But you can't say that. Y'all about to give $250 million to James Harden, man.
We have to.
No, you have to. But yo, you got to get something back for that. He can't put up them cruise control Joe Johnson numbers.
Well, I mean, shoot, 14 assists game 1. I think a lot of what we're seeing right now is him lacking the explosion that he had before to blow past players.
Mm-hmm.
And he's really like a below the rim player now. But it's just a matter of efficiency for him, when he stays locked in. If he's hitting 4+ threes a night, 3+ threes a night, that's what we need, man. And at the end of the game, so Joel Embiid doesn't have to have the ball at the top of the key, doing all this clumsy dribbling around and whatnot. We have the ball in the veteran's hands, because Tyrese is not ready for that moment all the time. It's just great to have.
Yeah,
Tobias
facts.
is not really a playmaker like that. He's more of a, dribble and go type guy or get to his spots. James, he's learning the chemistry. He's only been here like 2-3 months. I like what I see, and you definitely have to give him that bread and let him ride it out.
So hold up. Yeah, you really believe James Harden is ready to face Giannis in a 7-game series?
I ain't say nothing about no Giannis.
No, but I'm not. But I'm keeping it. No, I feel you. I feel you on that. But I'm asking.
Cool cats I just met on Twitter.
No, I'm just asking you because as you know, 76ers fans, you guys been through the we trust the process. You've been through the Ben Simmons, fallout. Y'all expecting something. All that trust the process shit got to equate to something.
All right, so check it. I can even explain that for you too, because sometimes you get lost in these media narratives. Joel Embiid is the process, and we trust him. He's going to be one of the best Sixers of all time. With him on the roster healthy, we have a chance to win the championship every year because he's one of the best players in the world.
Mm-hmm.
So with that right there, I feel like we're good, and I feel like I have confidence every year, even right now. Now, Giannis, his determination is another level. The Bucks, they have a lot of depth, crazy athleticism, you name it. But I like where we're at, man. We haven't been this good since I had Allen Iverson. We got a core. Joe's 27, 28.
Yeah, everybody's on the same timeline. But my only thing is that 250 to James Harden, man, I don't know.
Yeah, a lot of things too. The numbers sound inflated because it's a lot of money, but the new NBA, the Players Association, the bargaining agreement they did, and that TV contract they got, a lot of players are getting more bread. You got these players that ain't even nobody making 50 M's, 60 M's, going to strength. Nah, I'm not feeling that.
Yeah, but it's gonna be tough, man. Because let me ask you a question. As a 76ers fan, what do you expect from the 76ers this year's playoffs? What do you expect?
Well, a successful season for us will be getting out of the second round. Because I ain't seen that since Allen Iverson. Period.
Getting out of the second? Wait, hold on. Wasn't y'all in the Eastern Conference Finals with the Raptors?
No.
Oh yeah, I wasn't.
It was Game 7 and it was a great series. We would have faced the Bucks next. Because the Bucks played the Hawks after that, and then the Nets and Bucks were conference finals. We ain't been in this second round since Allen Iverson.
No, I'm talking about the Kawhi year.
Yeah, that was a round 2 loss, Game 7.
Oh, it was.
We beat the Nets in the first round in 5 games when they had D'Angelo Russell in his All-Star year, and then we lost in 7. And that Kawhi Leonard was playing like a robot. He was out for blood. There wasn't nothing nobody could do about him.
Yeah, because sometimes what it is that it's unexpectedly, but it happens. But sometimes a team's peak can happen a lot earlier than what people think it is. And for a second, I thought that might have been the 76ers peak when Kawhi had hit that shot.
You want to know what? Daryl Morey came and resurrected the roster because what you had was a situation where we had a bunch of bigs running into each other. Al Horford's contract got flipped. We were paying him $94 million. We flipped that for Danny Green in a pick. So Danny Green helps come spaces the floor out with hitting 3-pointers, and he's playing great perimeter defense. Then we flipped Josh Richardson for Seth. That's like almost highway robbery. And we were able to package Seth in the deal for Ben, to get James. So it's like all front office was putting us in a bad situation before with Elton Brand and a lot of Colangelo making back-to-back mistakes. Every time I see Michael Jordan shoot, I get sad because his mom used to work for the Sixers. He went to Villanova. He played ball in Philly. We drafted him and then traded him for a cat that's not even in the league. He's named Zaire Smith. So we was making a lot of back-breaking mistakes, and we just kind of stopped doing that. Matisse can play. Tyrese can play. Those Daryl Morey picks just help save us. Yeah,
I feel you on that. And also, do you believe Doc Rivers is your guy going forward?
I think it's a lot's gonna tell this year in these playoffs because what we saw last year is like he's blacking out in like the last 4 minutes of games with some of these defensive adjustments. He wouldn't put Matisse Thybulle on Kevin Huerter or on Gallinari. They crush Seth Curry in the post. He can't check nobody post defense. You got an all-NBA defender, and he had Matisse on the bench. It was a lot of shit. So we'll see.
Yo, I tell you, man. Yo, if Doc Rivers don't work out, boy, your ownership got a lot of money, man. Because they're still paying other coaches, man. And on top of that, they're about to pay Doc the rest of his 3 years. Man, your ownership got a lot of money to burn, son.
Yeah, I mean, shoot. You got to keep Doc for the most part, unless it's some type of collapse, which I can't see. This is a new marriage with Doc and James wanting to be there. Them all having a good relationship with management and ownership. So I like where we're at, and I like the young talent on the team. I like Paul Reed. He needs to get more minutes. I'm also glad little stuff like that. The fact that DeAndre Jordan, we haven't seen that man sniff the court. I'm so thankful for that.
Yo, why is that?
He's lacking a lot of.
Oh no, my bad. Yeah, you're right. I was confusing him for what's the other guy's name? The other guy that used to be on the Pistons, the other center.
Which one?
The one from the Pistons that y'all traded for the Suns.
Greg Monroe?
No, not Greg Monroe. The other one, Andre Drummond. Yeah.
Big Drum. Oh, yeah, we had the pack. He was balling.
Yeah, he was balling.
He's in Brooklyn right now, right?
Yeah, he's in Brooklyn.
Giving him a double-double. Yeah.
Yo, what the hell happened to Ben Simmons with y'all, man? Like, what the fuck?
What can you say? You gonna have to ask Ben. Oh, You want to know some inside scoop of all the Sixers fans that we know that wasn't really getting broadcasted, and something that Ben kind of alluded to when he's saying that organization knows what happened.
Mhm.
He had found out that one of his brothers, who's like his longtime trainer, had molested his sister when she was young, I think like 12 or something like that. So he took a break away from the team for like 4 or 5 days, and it was like Ben Simmons not playing undisclosed or whatever. And when he came back, he had a black eye, right? And he sat out a game. So I figured, I don't know what happened. He had to handle some business, came back. He wasn't being tenacious. A lot of those games you see, he was just sprinting up court to get past the half-court line, and he's looking to find whoever the wing player is. If it's like Seth or if it's Furkan, and he swing to them, and he do a high screen, right? And he go run to the dunker spot, and he's like hiding. This motherfucker was hiding in possessions, like hiding in the dunker or hiding on the 3 in the baseline to where he won't be in effect, but still trying to kind of space it. But defenses weren't playing honest, so it fucked our space in that big time. You know what I mean? But that was the first time I saw it. I don't know.
I mean, because remember he went to like this like mental health person while he was on the 76ers. Like he was getting his mental health checked. Do you think that had to do with something like that?
I think so, and it's something that you're never going to really. That's going to be some undisclosed stuff. And another, so my homegirl Daria, she does artwork for the Sixers. Like Daryl Morey follows her and everything. She's based in Philadelphia. I'm gonna give y'all her ad so y'all can follow, check her work out. She doesn't do just artwork for the Sixers, all the NBA. She sent Ben Simmons, I guess, some inside information about saying she was supporting him, like a DM joint, and she got a letter from his camp. Ben Simmons blocked her, and she got a letter from his camp saying that basically like that type of talk is off limits, and saying respect Ben's privacy, and what I'm saying, don't contact that man, type deal. So it was weird.
Damn, that's crazy. So wait, hold up. This trainer, did he work for the 76ers?
Oh, which one?
The one that molested
that
his
was
sister.
Brother. It's his brother.
What?
His brother's his trainer. Yeah, weird. Like his half brother. Yes, bro. Molested his sister. Yes. Like he had to go deal with him. And this was the whole deal. It's like all these weird dynamics with Ben not being able to develop because his brother was his trainer. Like, does he have another half brother? Because I remember he bought somebody like a car or something. So yeah, I don't know. All this like mess was going on in Ben's life behind closed doors.
Yo, the media kind of talked about it for a little bit, and then they kind of just
you can't talk about that joint. They can get sued. That's defamation or something. You can't do that shit.
Nah, you know what? It wasn't that. I think I heard it on a podcast, but they hinted towards that.
Really, you can't. The people that are sisters, like fanatics, like me, like we know, we remember, but yeah.
Oh,
and even
shit.
still, he put up 42 on Rudy Gobert after that. So I don't know. That was the best game he ever played.
Damn, man, that's mad unfortunate, man. I don't know. There's something that dude is mad quiet, bro. It's kind of weird. It's almost like
he been like that. He was lifeless in the Hawks series, and even in the Wizards series, you see him at the bench. He's not, you would normally see a point guard or a leader talking to the teammates, engaging somewhat. He's like just staring into oblivion.
Yeah.
Such a stoic. Even at the game, he's like, it is what it is. My game is my game. Not very charismatic. It also could be cultural too, like the Australian thing and the fact that he's like a prince over there and he's never really had to deal with controversy. And if you read the scouting report, they said Ben Simmons has to have stuff built around him. And he's not really a point guard because he never played point guard his whole life. At high school, he went to Mount Verdi with D'Angelo Russell, and D'Angelo Russell was running a point. At LSU, he was playing a point forward under the basket, power forward position. Then we drafted him, and Brett Brown is like, we're going to put the ball in Ben's hands. He's a point guard doing like some revolutionary shit, okay? Then we realized, maybe not the best deal. We draft Markelle Fultz to take the ball out of Ben Simmons' hand, and this man jams his body up on a motorcycle and never even gets the.
Hold up, that was a motorcycle? That's what happened?
Yo, it was a motorcycle? Yo, what?
Like some nerves joint that didn't get reported, and like that was a whole weird situation. Like his mama was living with him, and like she wouldn't let him like grow up. Man, that's all. It was a whole bunch of weird shit. He from around here. He went to Damascus. Markel's from around here.
Where did you go?
Damascus.
Oh, is that a high school?
He's from PG County in Maryland. Yeah, it's
Maryland.
A lot of great players. If you look up DeMatha Catholic High School, you'll see a lot of great players went there. Quinn Cook went there.
Kevin Durant's from PG, right?
He went to Montrose Christian though. But yeah. that's in like close to Silver Spring, Rockville area.
Damn, brother. Hey, yo, the 76ers, there's something up with the franchise, like as far as protecting the players from the media, because I remember Jimmy Butler kind of spilled the beans on that.
Well, you want to know what I can tell you about that? That was about that front office, and when they asked questions about, they say, can they contain him? You know what I mean? And there was Jerry Colangelo had a burner account. He was making attacks, sneak attacks at Joel Embiid, like a whole bunch of weirdo shit. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, what?
Then Jerry Colangelo, or it was Brian Colangelo, one of them. Whoever was the Colangelos that he was a part of the Team USA, and he had kind of gotten like a interim role with our team. And yeah, he had like some weird situation with Joe Embiid. Like Joel Embiid got to stay off Twitter. He got his burner accounts got outed, and we found out that he was making accounts, and Joel Embiid found that shit out. So there was a whole bunch of weird situation. They was telling him to stay off of Twitter.
Yo,
he used to have
weird.
Bruh. Like,
Yo, goddamn, man, y'all sound a little bit dysfunctional.
Well, I mean, like I said, we were dysfunctional. Daryl Morey came and kind of saved the day. Flipping Al Horford and flipping Josh Richardson for Seth Curry and Danny Green helped give us spacing that we needed last year. Now, unfortunately, Ben did the meltdown thing, but Ben also last year led the NBA in assists to three-pointers. And the reason he was able to do that is because we now have spacing. So the dysfunctional thing also has something to do with the highest paid player on our team, Tobias Harris, is not the best player. So he's like a good guy, but it's hard for people to like rally behind him as a vocal leader. And then Joel Embiid's the best player, but he's just now becoming mature. You know, so I remember him and Shake having an argument like 2 years ago, and he was like, "Man, I'll slap the shit out of you on the bench." And then Shake is like, "Smack who? Do it!" Like all this crazy shit. So
damn, that's crazy.
We're still becoming a team. Tobias is 29, right? He's been around for a long time. He's got a lot of miles. So you know, just I'm excited about the core. I like.
I remember Tobias on the Magic, bro. Oh shit.
And look, me too. And then it was a highlight. And he was coming in the game, did his thing. I remember Steve Smith was like, "Tobias Harris, watch out for that young dude. He's going to be special." A long time ago, yeah.
Damn, brother. Man, I thought that Elton Brand situation was weird, but you just explained me like 4 other weirder situations.
Yo, what happened? What happened with Elton Brand?
Yo, they almost gave him like the GM or the president job, and they kind of reneged it. It was
like
weird.
By default, though, it's like what's happening is you're getting people that are in over their heads to get like a coach, and then you get some president, and you get some ownership. It's too much. We need to be allocating these roles properly. And we had a bunch of rich people that didn't know basketball making decisions.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. That's exactly what it looked like.
And on top of that, Elton Brand was just getting started. He made some bad decisions as well. I'm not gonna lie. But hey,
so what's the situation with Rachel Nichols? Why did she get kicked out of ESPN? I'm confused on that shit.
She did. She got caught just saying something about. I really don't even remember, but she got caught doing some shit she was not supposed to do as far as ethics wise.
Nah. You know what it was? Nah, man, she didn't do nothing wrong, bro. She talked about her deal with the company. What it was is she exposed.
It was fluke, kinda. It was kind of fluke. Here's what it is. I think it's like some little Rooney Rule or affirmative action type deal.
Yeah.
Black girl that's supposed to cover the Super Bowl, and Rachel somebody recorded her conversation. First of all, kind of some snake shit, and she mentioned that they'd already promised her that role, but they said they were going to give her role up to somebody else, to the young black girl. And Rachel was like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, hey, I understand that, you know, that rule or whatever, but you know what I'm saying? That's some bullshit. They did tell me that I was going to have it, you know what I'm saying?
No, but you know what's so crazy? She put it in her contract.
Wait, it was over the Super Bowl?
Nah, it was over the NBA Finals.
There you go, Finals, my bad, yeah.
Yeah, but yo, she had it in her contract, and it's true. They should have never gave it to the other girl, but the reason why they had to do it is because they had so many years of just not giving people the proper promotions. So they try to like give someone else a promotion on her back.
It sounds like an issue that when a company is at fault, but you know they get outed.
Nah, yo, it's funny. Nah, man, the only person that took a dub in the public was her. But in reality, ESPN should have took the dub.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I know. That's what I'm saying. You agree with me that the company's at fault, but they were able to finesse it to the employer type deal. You know, like.
Yo,
she's gonna be the one that takes the.
But you know what's so funny? She could have sued ESPN, bro. I'm pretty sure they paid her out millions, man.
You know, with them little civil suits under the table.
Yeah, man. Oh, they for sure, bro. They paid her out millions, bro. She had a major lawsuit on her hands, man.
Wait, so it was on our contract to do NBA Finals, but then they said they moved her over for somebody else.
Yeah, and then she was also recorded illegally,
I think
man.
they put Malika Andrews on. That's what they did, and that's how Malika blew up.
Yeah.
And then she got on SportsCenter. You know, she got the gig on ESPN after that. She blew up after that.
Yo, they had that girl covering the finals for the whole time in that bubble, man.
People, you know, was looking at it probably like, what the fuck? My credentials are shitting on hers or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But hey, I don't know.
Yeah, man.
But she was caught. Why was she fired? Because she was complaining about it?
She wasn't fired, man. She wasn't fired.
It's racial undertones, bro. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not. It's not.
You guys cut out.
But say that again.
You guys cut out.
Yeah,
We're probably talking at the same time. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. You go ahead.
No, I was just saying they had racial undertones. And, in this sensitive day and age with a lot of that stuff, the company can just be trying to save face in that regard, by not having.
What was she even saying? Like
nothing. But like I was mentioning, there's a rule where you have to give equal opportunity, and I guess they were saying that the black woman's never covered that before, and she did a great job, and they took it from her.
Yeah.
She was initially supposed to be recovering the finals, and they took it from Rachel and gave it to Malika.
Weird.
Yeah, that's the only thing I give Rachel Nichols props for, man. The ESPN, hopefully they paid her out millions because they did her wrong. But other than that, her narratives, and she had the same spokesman as LeBron James. That's another thing that got exposed. She had the same spokesman representative as LeBron James. So meaning that she was basically a LeBron James plant that worked for ESPN.
Yeah, man.
Maybe.
No. That's exactly the same person that represented her public image represents LeBron James's public image, man.
Yo, the thing is,
how you think she got all those interviews?
The finals. I mean, they're here about the Lakers or whatever.
Yeah, but how you think Rachel Nichols got all those LeBron interviews? Nobody else got a LeBron interview but Rachel Nichols.
Yeah. Of course. Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's a block.
Yo, how about that Celtics game, bro? I mean, I wish I was on Twitter Spaces for the Celtic fans to be annoying about it. I've been hilarious.
Yeah, they was going ham over there.
Yo, remember Flam Orange?
Yeah, this guy was talking about what's his name? Marcus Morris? No, not Marcus Morris. What's the guy's name? Marcus Smart.
Flam is a Nets fan.
Man,
you know that, right? He was just trolling as a Celtics fan.
Man, he was talking hella crazy.
Yeah, no. He was the one acting overzealous, right? Yeah, that's Flam. He's like a Nets fan through and through.
Yeah, man. My players out here getting hurt. Tyrese got hurt and Joe got banged up. So.
Wait a minute, but y'all up like 20.
25.
Wait, y'all got players injured? What the fuck?
They ain't injured. They're just getting nicked up. It's a real physical series.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but Joel, he took care of business by injuring the fuck out of Scotty Barnes and two other players.
Yeah, I mean, shit. They're playing physical. You got to watch out. He's 7'2", 280. I mean, shit happens.
Yeah, but I mean, this series should be light work for y'all, though.
I mean, they beat us 3 out of 4 games. I think it's all about matchups and coaching. We'll see.
So hold up, you don't think you got the upper hand on the matchup? They ain't got no person taller than 6'8".
I thought the same thing in the Hawks series, and we went 7, so I just gotta watch.
Nah, yeah, I feel you. Yeah, this NBA shit could get tricky sometimes.
Big time. They're all professionals, bro. All it takes is one of them crazy ass days in Toronto to hit some stupid 20 or 33s or some dumb shit.
Yeah, like I'm watching Jalen Brunson do that right now. My man got like 7 threes in the first half.
I got him on one of my tickets on the Underdog app. I'm winning some money.
Yo, Jalen Brunson is killing. I'm like, what the hell? Let me see how many he got.
What about Tyrese? Last game, Tyrese.
Yes, sir. You see him.
Damn, Jalen Brunson 4 for 6. Yo, Brunson got 21 points in the first half.
Damn.
There's still like 6 minutes. Yo, there's still 6 minutes left in the second quarter.
Are the Mavs winning?
Yeah, they're only winning by 2 points though.
Yeah, it's a close game. That series is gonna be close. They should shut Luka down. You don't want to mess around with that strained calf joint. That's how KD messes Achilles up. Last thing you need is Luka having a kid. They shut that man down, yo. Or at least this round, let it really, really rest. Don't play him.
I don't know how Donovan Mitchell's. They used to dick ride him, but not anymore because he's not even doing shit here.
Yep.
Nah, Donovan's still the man. It's just that team. They had the same team. It's like they are who they are. They are who they are. They need like another wing player or something.
Apparently, that Gobert and him have terrible chemistry.
I mean, Gobert is just fine if he got some type of offensive game. He really used to be just a big out there, just taking up space, great defender, but I've gained a little bit of respect for him recently. His game, he's got a little bit more to his bag offensively. He's got some decent footwork now, but I think they'll be around. Donovan Mitchell is a cold-blooded dude. You don't want to see him in the fourth quarter in one of them games. And they have good coaching. I like the coach.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think anything beats Doc Rivers, right?
Nah, Doc was top 15 all time.
I don't know how, man. I don't know how. That's crazy.
He got a winning record. I think he never missed the playoffs ever. I think he.
Yeah, but look at the talent he's had.
Even before, when he was on the Magic, they were a terrible franchise. They were in a real bad spot, and he helped them become winners again. He did have T-Mac, but
yeah, he could have had Tim Duncan, but he fucked that up.
Right. And you know,
really?
Situation.
Yeah.
Grant Hill never played. That's probably why Tim Duncan's looking at that shit like, I'm about to come play with 1.5 players.
Nah, you never heard what happened? Why Tim Duncan didn't go to Orlando?
No, I don't know about that.
Man, Doc Rivers thought he was Pat Riley. Pat Riley don't let no family members ride on the plane back. So when Tim Duncan visited, he wanted some family member to come on the plane with him. Yo, this nigga Doc Rivers said nah. And Tim Duncan said no, he ain't going there no more.
Yeah,
wait, Pat Riley doesn't allow family shit? What?
Yeah, he doesn't. If you're not part of the team, you can't ride on the plane. It don't matter if you family. He even did that to LeBron. He even did that to LeBron, bro.
Wow, that's real powerful. So,
Yeah, man. That's just the way it is in Miami.
no joke. But shit, I'm about to step out here and eat this pizza, yo. It's good rapping to y'all, man. Enjoy these playoffs.
All right, no doubt, man. Stay up. I followed you back, man.
see ya.
Okay, no doubt. Yeah, that's better. Look out for this single 93 premium. I'm putting that on 410.
All right, bet.
For sure.
That's a bet.
Stay up, man. Be safe.
Pat Riley wasn't such a bad player himself.
Yeah, I'm not sure about his playing days, but his coaching days, man, that guy is legendary.
No, he's good. He was a good player.
Yeah.
I think so was Phil Jackson.
Who?
Phil Jackson wasn't a bad player either.
Nah, they were more like role players. It seems like in basketball, the role players, they kind of understand the game from a more tactical point.
I mean, hell, Willie Green's a good coach. And back when he was playing, he was like a journeyman.
Mm-hmm. Damn. Yo, the Dallas...
Monty Williams played too.
Who?
I didn't know that. Monty Williams was a player at one point.
Yeah. A lot of the coaches used to be players.
And when I mean player, like he was in the NBA, I guess.
Yeah, but like to me, the best coaches are like the reason why like a coach like Tyronn Lue is mad good. Cause yo, them dudes had to fight to stay in the NBA, so they had to learn every aspect of the game.
Oh, you mean is good? You said it's not good.
No, it is good. It's good. Yeah, the best coaches tend to be players who had to fight to stay in the league every year.
Yeah.
They tend to understand the game at every angle because they had to learn every bit of angle to put it all together to at least make the league.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like,
yeah, the superstar players don't have to go through that, so
they have to fill in roles, they have to fill in shit.
Yeah, they have to learn every little thing. Like a superstar player don't have to learn those things. That's why superstars are never coaches.
They're bad coaches. Good out, like good. Like they're usually bad coaches. Usually.
Yeah, unless they play point guard.
Doc Rivers, when he played, I don't know. He was just decent.
Yeah, but you never see like a real superstar like be a coach. It's like, man, those guys were born way too talented, way too gifted. They never had to like really focus on every aspect of the game, not in detail, not like a player that's like the number 13th guy on the bench.
Like Isaiah Thomas, how he fucked it up with the general manager shit.
Yeah, like he's too legendary.
I know you feel that.
Yeah, but you know, he just didn't know how to put it together. But everyone he drafted was a good player.
Who?
Everyone Isaiah Thomas drafted for the Knicks was a good player.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he drafted Trevor Ariza. What's his name? Tim Thomas. Who else he drafted? Everyone he drafted was really good. Let me see. Isaiah Thomas draft pick.
So why did he fuck it up so hard?
Because he didn't know how to piece it all together to make sure that they could work together. Like Jamal Crawford was nice. Eddie Curry was nice, but it just nothing ever came together properly.
Jamal Crawford was good, yeah. Very good, actually.
Yeah, Isaiah Thomas made sure he went after him early. Yeah, Isaiah Thomas. Let me see his draft picks right now. Yeah, Trevor Ariza. He got Trevor Ariza in the second round. He drafted David Lee. David Lee made the All-Star. And he drafted Tim Thomas. Tim Thomas played a vital role in the Steve Nash Phoenix Suns.
You think this era of Phoenix Suns, they're better than their other era, like in the late 2000s when they were good?
I'm not sure. I'm not too sure because remember the NBA changed the rule about the you step on the court. You step on the court, you get kicked out. Had it not been for that rule, that team probably would have made the finals. There was a fight, and if the rule became, if you step on the court and you're on the bench, you step on the court, you automatically suspended. And so there was a fight.
There's a fight.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And so there was a fight against the Spurs, and Amari Stoudemire stepped on the court. And there was another player that stepped on the court too, so they both had to miss Game 7.
That sucks, dude.
Yeah. So one of their seasons ended like that, and they were killing it, and then they end up losing the next 2 games. So yeah, it's just the way it is. So nobody really knows what that team could have been.
I knew that was that rule, but that's only when there's a fight, huh?
Yeah, and there was a fight. There was an altercation.
But when there's no fight and you're celebrating or something, or
yeah, they don't really look at it then. But let's say somebody like, I think Steve Nash, they threw him into the boards and his nose was busted and he was bleeding, and then players stepped on the court. That's different. So the NBA looked at the replay. Everybody who stepped on the court got suspended.
Well, my question is, they seem to step on the court for like celebrating whenever something crazy happens, right? And they don't do anything about that.
Yeah,
It's gotta be the fight situation.
Yeah, they don't do it for that, but anytime you see a scuffle break out, you should see on your TV screen assistant coaches jumping out their seats, holding everyone back, because the league is looking at it. They only look at it when something happens on the court. So
this is. I wonder if this changed because of Malice at the Palace.
No, that's exactly where it came from.
Yeah. Their primes got squashed, dude. Like, the Pacers could have been something else.
Yeah, man. This is very unfortunate. Yo, Dallas got so many 3-point shooters, man. What the fuck?
Who?
Now look at the Mavericks. They got a lot of 3-point shooters.
Yeah, I don't think, to be honest, who do they have, bro? Like,
they got a lot of 3-point shooters that the Knicks used to have, and then they got the 3-point shooters the Wizards used to have. They got Bertans, they got Dinwiddie, they got Tim Hardaway Jr., Bullock.
All right.
They got all these players that other teams kind of overpaid for.
Damn.
I don't know how the Mavericks gonna keep Jalen Brunson. They can't really afford that.
Afford that? What you mean?
Like they would have to go over the cap. They would have to. I don't think. I never seen Mark Cuban do that for the Mavericks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he would have to go over the cap. I don't think this team signing Brunson over the cap would make them a contender.
No. You're right. You're totally right when it comes to that. Is the Mavericks game still close?
Yeah, it's tied. It's tie game right now.
Man, the Jazz suck. I'm sorry. They're ass, bro.
No, I really can't say that because the Mavericks are playing hard as hell right now. The Mavericks are playing hard.
But with the Nuggets and Warriors series, I thought the Nuggets would give him trouble, but I don't think. I think Warriors will sweep them.
Yeah, it's crazy. That game is still. I don't know what time that game is on. That game is on
at 7 my time, probably, right?
Yeah.
So 10 o'clock your time.
Yeah, it's 10 o'clock. Yeah. Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That game starts at 10. Yeah, that's crazy. Being on the West Coast, these games start way too early.
Even way too late?
Nah, way too early for you. I can't imagine the NBA game starting at 3 p.m.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean.
Like I remember I went to Vegas once and watched my Knicks at 3 o'clock, and the game ended at 7. I was so confused. I was like, "Wow, this is awkward."
Oh, because you're used to like.
Yeah, 7 to like
o'clock?
7 to 9:30. Yeah, that game was at 3:15 p.m. in the middle of the fucking day. They got the Knicks game on. I'm like, that's wild. I would be sick. The Knicks game happened when I'm at work. Like, damn.
Man, I didn't realize there's so many Twitter NBA crazies on here, bro.
Oh yeah, definitely for sure. Everybody's a GM on here.
Yeah, exactly. I saw one right that says Knicks GM, Knicks fan since '99. That shit kind of made me laugh.
There's gonna be a lot of teams. Like it depends what region, but some people they're gonna go crazy, man, over a certain.
Yo,
decision.
is this shit real?
What?
Or Photoshop? Let me send it here. I sent it. I think it's Photoshop, but it looks legit.
That shit is photoshopped.
Yeah.
They did a hell of a job though.
Yeah, it's Photoshop, but it looks legit. Oh, it's Puma basketball. So they posted that. Dude, deadass, bro. Like they posted that 5 days ago, bro.
Yeah, they would know.
And look at it now. And look at it now.
Yeah, but they
now look at this. Established in 1973, the 2021 to 2022 NBA Defensive Player of the Year rocks her shoes. That's funny.
I feel like the sports companies already know who won.
Yeah, it's probably down the line. Dang, dude, I feel like Puma basketball would have more star caliber talent, to be honest. But their biggest guy is, I guess, Marcus Smart. Because Puma's not a tiny company.
It's weird, man, because I feel like at any point any company could come over and take over, have a popular shoe. Is that at the same time when they get the basketball player, they need to get the proper designer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They need to get the right designer who's kind of in touch. Like this shit doesn't make any sense how I feel like Nike been living off of old designers for a minute.
I'm just surprised that Puma basketball, their biggest guy they kind of talk about is Marcus Smart. I thought it would be somebody more established or more known. That's all my problem.
Yeah. I don't know if they have. Oh, I'm looking at a picture of Gary Payton and Marcus Smart. I'm not sure, man. Honestly, I don't know if like Stephen Curry, his shoes, right? I'm assuming they're mad popular with young kids, like kids from kindergarten to like maybe 10th or 11th grade.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not sure. Maybe I think
I look at his shoes. I feel like it'd be more popular, like for middle schoolers, at least from the designs that I remember. It's a very middle school kind of design. I don't know.
I feel like that's exactly what they want, though.
The middle schoolers.
Yeah, because Stephen Curry's really popular with the middle school kids, all the way up to the probably high school kids. Who knows?
Look, the Celtics, man, they're really up for the. They're really pushing Marcus. The official Celtics profile says home of the 2022 NBA Defensive Player of the Year in our heart and soul. And then they give his wow. They're really behind this fool. Wait, no,
he deserves it.
He did a good job.
Yeah.
Yo, what up, fellas?
What's going on?
How we doing?
Chilling. What's your squad?
My squad is the Warriors, bro.
Oh shit! You waiting for that 10 o'clock game, huh?
I'm waiting for that 10 o'clock right now. I'm watching this Philly Toronto game, but yeah, definitely waiting for this 10 o'clock game.
Yeah. Go ahead. Nah, I was saying I would watch that Philly game, but I feel like it's kind of we already know who's gonna win that. But the Jazz game, surprisingly, the Jazz and the Mavericks, man, that's a good game.
Yeah,
even with no Luka.
I agree. That is a good game for sure. Hey, I wanted to ask y'all, man, what y'all think of yesterday's games, man? That Celtics, Brooklyn.
Well, man, I'll tell you this: KD didn't have a proper game, and Kyrie, definitely was handling it down the stretch. But I think it could go 7. But honestly, if KD's cooking the same time as Kyrie, I think Brooklyn has it probably 4 games to 2 or 4 games to 1.
Okay, I like that theory. Perspective for sure. Now, here's what I had to say. Like, we all know KD is a monster. Like, he gets it done. But I felt like what happened yesterday was exposing some things of KD that we ain't ever seen. Now, I've talked to a few people about like what the defensive strategies was with Boston and throwing that at KD. I feel like it was all fair because how KD talks, and he talk about like he's a gym rat, he's always hooping, and this is what he lives for. There was a lot of complaining going on. I think that was just straight up basketball, like basketball we haven't seen in years. And I definitely think that he's going to be able to come back from there after doing readjustments. Maybe it's just like they were really excited, so they came out firing defensively. But I think it's really going to be a struggle for KD, and I think that they're gonna capitalize on what they brought to Game 1. Even when they go to Brooklyn, they're gonna bring that same intensity, that same fire. I don't know if KD ever seen any defense like that in his career.
Nah, whoa. KD's been in the playoffs for a good minute. Remember, he led the Warriors 3-1 with fucking Westbrook giving him fucked up passes. KD is used to this type of pressure. Remember, he went up against the Spurs, that legendary Spurs team in 2012, when him and Westbrook went ham and beat them and got to the finals. They beat them easily, like 4 games to I think 2.
No, you're right about that, but I mean like just over these past years, that was a younger KD. And I don't know if it's still the same way, if he gonna be able to figure it out. Like after last year, he choked.
Nah, he didn't really choke, man. He really won that series, but he had his foot on the line though. He fucked that up. And James Harden is the one that choked, because if you look at the last play, if you look at the last play, right, that very last play when KD missed a shot and the Nets lost the series, James Harden was open. KD gave him the ball. James Harden with the quickness gave it right back to KD, even though KD was already double teamed.
No, you right, but that's KD's team.
No, I feel you on that, but think about it. I clearly see the double. We got it was 16, 17 seconds left. Instantly, I get the ball. Double team comes. You're one-on-one. You're James Harden. I toss you the ball, and we're gonna wait to see if they double team you, which they didn't do. They left them one-on-one, right. And then I'm still double teamed, and you give me the ball literally right back. I'm like, nigga, what the fuck? I'm looking at you like, I just gave it to you because you one-on-one. Wait till at least they start making a move so they could come towards you and then give it right back to me. He just gave it right back to him instantly. I'm like, that shit does not. Look at the replay last year when the Nets lost to the Bucks. That final play. James Harden gave Durant the ball back like a hot potato, man.
Yeah, he did. No, he did. I watched it purposefully again, just because I knew that, people will say exactly what you were saying. It's just like KD wants to never be number 2 anymore. Like, he always talk about how he always number 2. And so it's like, Kobe he would have never did that shit. Michael would have never did that shit. Like, you gonna get the ball back, I'm icing that.
But
totally.
But my only thing is, I can't say it's a Kobe or KD type. I mean, Kobe or Michael type thing, because they didn't have the type of players that these players got today.
No, they didn't. But
when you're playing with James Harden, if I'm getting double teamed, I'm giving the ball to him. Let them double team him, then give the ball right back to me. But if they're gonna play you one-on-one, you supposed to be James Harden. We got better odds with you doing one-on-one. You're supposed to be the legendary offensive guy. I don't understand. He gave KD the ball back, even though KD was already staring a double team. How you give me the ball when I'm getting double teamed? He literally passed the ball across the court while I'm double teamed.
I hear it and I respect the perspective. This dude got to be a killer, man. Like, that shot was unnecessary when even if he's double teamed, like, he's KD, he can get to the rack and pull up, and that's gonna be a foul. Like, they're gonna give him that foul because he's Kevin Durant, and he should ice it at the line right there. Mm-hmm. But he bailed out and took that dumbass turnaround 3. Well, supposed to be in a 3, and then that was bullshit. So, and then to go away, I haven't heard any audio of him blaming James Harden, but we all know he choked on that. But nevertheless, KD's the star. KD's the real shining.
I feel you on that. But if you look at that box score, man, how many minutes can a motherfucker play, man? KD did everything in that game, man. He did everything he could.
I mean, he had just hit a similar shot to that same one.
But that was him playing in the 55th minute, man. He played that whole game.
Right.
Including that overtime. I don't know, man. You're supposed to be James Harden. You're supposed to... I don't know.
It's so crazy. It's so crazy. I don't think neither one of us is wrong. I mean, I definitely get your perspective on it for sure. I feel the same way. And I'm pulling for the Nets out of this. I just think yesterday, man, Jason Tatum just was in the right spot at the right time. And
that was also bad defense by Kyrie, man. Come on, I saw that.
It was very bad defense by Tyra, but I feel like if you put anybody in that position though, it can happen.
No, it could. But Kyrie, man, and that's another thing about the Nets, man. They better hope they have the ball to end the game, man.
They're gonna have to.
Yeah, bro. They're gonna have to make sure they have the ball to end the game, man, because even though when they had that possession which KD missed that shot, They need to play that possession as if it's the last shot of the game, bro. Because
why the fuck did he take that stop?
I don't know, but they need to draw up something better than that. That's what I'm saying. Steve Nash, I'm not trying to insult him as a coach, but I really think a lot of their offense is, hey, just give the ball to KD and Kyrie and watch them do them.
I mean, you could see that. You could see it. You could see it for sure. You could definitely see it. I think dude got away with a travel too. I forget who threw the ball to Tatum. He got away with a travel on that play. Because I thought they were definitely gonna call it. It was super obvious. You got to go back and see that. But it is what it is, man. I feel like I think the Nets could pull this series off. I don't know what it's gonna be, judging after game one. I mean, it was such a close game though.
Mm-hmm.
Such a close game, so ain't no telling what that series is gonna be. Now, Miami, Miami taking that. How you feel about that one?
Yeah, that's. Well, you know what? I'm not gonna. I kind of want to jump on Miami real quick. I need to see after this second game because they kind of act funny sometimes. Like with the end of the season, the way the end of the season was for them, I can't fully trust them, man. Not yet.
I feel like that for a few teams too.
Yeah.
Even with the Wolves and Memphis.
The Wolves and Memphis. Wait, so you think Memphis is a fraud?
No, I don't think they're a fraud. It ain't a whole lot of faith in it. It ain't a whole lot. I don't think no team's a fraud though. Like, 'cause they definitely worked as hard as they can to get in the position. But playoff is different than the season.
Mm-hmm.
Play-in tournaments. Like, this a whole different atmosphere. I mean, we saw it in game one. Like, that's the I haven't seen that since, man, that Celtics. The way that they was out there playing, man, I haven't seen something like that since the early 2000s, man. Like, that's playoff basketball to me. But I haven't.
I feel you on that, but I feel like you really mean to say that's East Coast basketball.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, that was an East Coast ass game, boy. Yeah, that shit was physical.
Yeah, that shit was super physical. That's why I feel like. I mean, we know where KD's from. I just feel like he ain't used to that. Like, when have any teams played like that?
Yo, and that's another. Oh, the Philly fan that was just in here before. That's what I meant to ask. Tell him. See, you brought up something perfect that just reminded me of something.
Mm-hmm.
I kept saying a lot of these guys, especially James Harden, they never talk about that. These guys are not used to playing in the East Coast, where the Eastern Conference is more bump and grind. James Harden, man, it's a reason why he doesn't look like he has the same burst like before, because the bump and grind is a lot different in the Eastern Conference in the West. You bumping, you playing as Philly, who got a bunch of defensive guys. You got to deal with Pat Riley and his military-run Miami Heat. Then you got to deal with Giannis. In the West Coast, you don't really have to deal with that. You just kind of running and gunning and see who could run and gun the best.
Right.
In the East Coast, man, you bumping, man. You bumping and grinding every night. Them back-to-backs really hurt.
Hey, them back-to-backs, fact. That is fact. Where you at right now, bro? What city you in?
Oh, I'm in Brooklyn, New York.
Okay, you in New York? Okay, yeah. I just left there. Yeah, man.
So you already know like how the East Coast basketball is. You know what I mean? Like it's just the Eastern Conference is different. Like, I see a lot of players, they come from the Western Conference, and I don't know, ESPN, one of them, they got to do a stat on that. All these West Coast players that drop 30 a year on the West Coast, when they come to the East Coast, how do their numbers look like, bro? Because it's not the same shit. The pace is a lot slower.
It's not the same shit. It's just the grind is different because it's the attitude. It's just the attitude of East Coasters, it's just like straight war. And when something like this, like the playoffs, that's the real season. That's when the season begins.
Mm-hmm.
Really, that's when the season begins. And on the East Coast, it's like that's what you're gonna get that. I want to say, I just hate like when it comes to KD, like he really got exposed. We watched him get completely exposed, and he just became unraveled too. And of course, he's gonna be able to put some buckets up, but that was just like a crazy performance. Like, damn, I ain't never seen that many turnovers in my life from Kevin Durant.
So hold on, let me go back. Let me check this out because I didn't fully catch the whole game. Let me see.
Yeah, it was a trip, dog.
Oh yeah, you're right though. Kevin Durant was turning the ball over like a motherfucker.
I was like, yo, this is madness.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, man. Yeah, it wasn't a good game for him at all. 9 to 20. He even got to the free throw line only 5 times.
Yeah, only 5 times.
Oh nah, that's not good. That's not good.
Nah, at all. So I was like, this is gonna shape how he is definitely gonna come out in game 2. And I don't know. I just don't know because the Celtics, they nice, but something about the Celtics too ain't really. I don't know if they really got it like that.
Yeah, but I know Tatum, they was playing hard ass defense, and Tatum and Brown, at least they was getting to the free throw line. Tatum got there 12 times.
I know. I counted that. That man got there 12 times.
Yeah.
But it could go either way. It's just a lot's riding on the Nets though, for sure.
Yeah, KD settled a lot, man. To go to the free, like you KD, you getting calls anyway. But you only went.
You getting calls.
You went to the rack. You only went to the line 5 times. Like I don't know.
Like that just don't sound right.
Yeah, that's crazy. Kyrie went there 9 times.
And man, it just don't sound right. But what I really wanted to talk about is why my man's Jordan Poole is not a MIP finalist. That's what I want to talk about. Like, how you feel about Jordan Poole?
Yo, Jordan Poole is a perfect example of when teams actually develop players within the system that they have that repeats every single year. So
Absolutely.
The Warriors have a consistent system, and then they actually develop players within that. And Jordan Poole and Gary Payton II, perfect example.
Oh, you
when
could
you
definitely
do that.
see it with GP the second. I mean, and it was fast. With GP it was like a fast development and very smooth. Like nothing's out of control. It just looks like he's been developed very, very well.
Yep, and
you can see it. But I don't understand why the man Jordan Poole is not even a most improved player finalist. Like that threw me off.
You know what it is? It's a Stephen Curry effect, man. They assume you play with him, you have to get better because teams are trying to double team him or whatever it is. Like it's almost like KD. I watched them do it to KD. They was like, KD could never win MVP while being with the Warriors because of Stephen Curry. I was like, that's crazy, but they're willing to give LeBron the MVP when he has Russell Westbrook, Anthony Davis. Like I don't understand that shit.
I don't understand that shit either.
That shit is crazy to me. That's why I said that's the Rachel Nichols effect, man. They gotta be careful with that shit, man. Yo, they gotta stop with that vote with the some of these writers don't really deserve to be voted, man. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. They're too agenda driven, man.
That's crazy, man. Yeah, I definitely agree with you on that. But nevertheless, man, this man is the true definition of a underdog, bro. Like this man's rise to what he is now. Like I just saw this stat. Steph's his first playoff win was exactly what Jordan Poole's. Everything was exactly the same. That's crazy.
Yo, whoever posted that shit in the chat is wild.
What happened?
Yo, you see that? You see that shit that they posted on the chat?
Jimmy Butler was so tired.
Yo, yeah, wow.
Oh, that's crazy.
Nah, but for real though, what the Warriors do is a perfect example of how a lot of teams have to start doing that. Even the Phoenix Suns, they got not Miles Bridges. What's his name? Something Bridges. Another Bridges. Mikal Bridges and what's his name? The guy that used to play Cameron Payton.
Oh yeah, Cameron.
Yeah, Cameron. Cameron. No, the one that used to play for OKC when KD was there. Yeah, yo, they developed them two dudes out of nowhere, had them performing like crazy during the playoffs. They look like two different players that you never seen before.
They do. It's crazy. I mean, like the Suns, man. they completely turned their whole organization around.
Yeah, they did it in 1 year.
Just like a few years ago, like even with we started to even see it like in the bubble, like they was kind of like they was really starting to turn this thing, making noise.
Yeah.
But they just they're completely different. Like I couldn't even believe they're really like a real threat in the West. Like they were just nothing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's the Chris Paul effect.
You think it's the Chris Paul effect though?
Yeah, I think Chris Paul puts a certain standard on that squad. There's a certain standard once he comes through.
I'm not taking nothing away. I do believe that he has a really big effect for sure. But like Chris Paul has been moved around a lot, and it's like he's doing something that he ain't never did in his career.
To LA.
Yeah, but you know what?
Everything
but you know
to, they win.
Nah, but you know what? You know what's the difference? This team, they actually have all the pieces that they need, and they actually have people that could look up to him as like the OG.
True.
Because he had peers before. Everybody was kind of the same age range as him. Not really looking up towards him. These other guys are looking to learn from him.
Yeah, he's the real vet right now.
Yeah.
And not only just like a dude that's just like an older guy, like he's still cooking.
Yeah, exactly. That too.
Yeah.
And
Would you say he's the best point guard in the league right now?
He up there.
Wait, hold up. Let me see.
I think right now Luka would be the best point guard right now.
The thing is, the way Luka plays, you can't win like that. You can't win all the way.
That's that James Harden Houston.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just
we all
tough.
saw how that worked out. Like I said, they gave him VIP to every strip club in the town.
Steph and Curry by far is gonna be the number one point guard.
I mean, I told you early on who my team is, so that's my favorite player. But I'm just like this major effect. Like I just feel like Chris Paul probably is number one on that. Like what's going on with this season right now? I feel like he's kind of holding that down.
Yeah, but it's hard to say that when he got Devin Booker dropping all them damn points.
But yeah, that's true. But we don't want to take nothing away from the other guys though. They really helping that out because if you remove them bigs and them slashers, you just take and just keep Chris Paul and Booker. I don't know if we have the same Phoenix Suns team.
Yeah,
because them dudes, them X factors, that's really big for them.
Yep. Yeah. And then that coach that they got. Yeah, go ahead.
Hold on. Oh, that's Monty, right?
Yeah, Monty. Yeah, Monty is is a good look for them, man.
He is a good look. He is. I mean, he got history with Paul too, so that helps.
Yeah,
that really, really helps.
Yeah, somebody wants to ask a question.
Yeah, I did. You think they keep Aiden? If this is that, just asking.
Wait, say that again.
You think they're keeping DeAndre Aiden?
Yeah, I feel like they got no choice.
Good question though. They don't have a choice.
Yeah,
I think they can. I think they're going to have to develop him though. But I think they gonna keep him.
Yeah, because a lot of people for some reason are making things up with it, like, oh, they're not going to pay for him. I'm like, really though? Like, there's no positive side in not keeping him.
Nah, but that owner kind of cheap though. I don't know what's up with that owner. That owner kind of cheap.
Yeah. I don't know if they really. I mean, I know that they developed campaign, and what's the other young boy name? Gosh,
Mikal Bridges. Oh yeah, no, I know you're talking about
Bridges. Yeah, Bridges.
Bridges. Nah, he's talking about another. There's Cam Johnson. There's another player. Yeah. Cam Johnson, I think who he's talking about. Also, they developed like 3 players off their bench. I was like, who the hell are these guys that the Suns got?
Because I know old boy was with the OKC. Payne, right?
Yeah, Payne was with OKC.
Yeah, and they didn't know how to utilize him.
Mm-hmm. And they're using Jay Crowder, nice. Cameron Johnson. Then there's Cameron Payne.
Yeah, I think the NBA needs to find OKC, man. they doing some criminal shit over there. I don't know what's going on.
Wait, what happened? What's going on?
No, I'm just nothing serious. This wasn't like I meant like they're purposely tanking. They're wasting talent. They're not doing it.
Yeah, they created the play-in to avoid the tanking shit, and OKC just doubling down on that shit. I'm just like
OKC didn't even start the year competitive.
No, they didn't.
I think OKC just want like a prodigy star, but since they can't find one, they must think they're gonna get like Bronny or somebody.
Bronny.
Bronny ain't going nowhere to the Lakers.
Man, Bronny not really good enough to be a NBA player.
I don't think he's
no.
To be an NBA player.
Been talked about seriously to be an NBA player, but like they got him like second round, like far along, like that time.
Someone's still gonna.
I don't think he's even a second round player, bro.
I'm gonna tell you just like this, and on this day,
do it.
Bronny is going to the NBA, guaranteed. He's gonna be on the roster in the NBA. And the first team he's going for is probably be a late round pick for the Lakers, because LeBron's gonna make sure that happens. Now, what he does after that, I don't know.
That's crazy.
I don't think he's an NBA player, man. Like that'll be the same thing like Zaire Wade, man. Waiting on just pull him up to the Jazz though.
Well, his younger brother's definitely going to the NBA. Like, people are talking about him instead.
Oh,
yeah, I know. He is tall as fuck, man. The kid's like 14, mad fucking tall.
Who we talking about?
LeBron James' younger son, man. He's way taller than the older brother.
What's his name, Bryson?
Yeah.
What?
He looked like
the Space Jam movie.
Yeah, he looked like he got LeBron's genes, bro. He's big, man. He really got LeBron, like the LeBron James' oldest son probably gonna be 6'3" at most. LeBron James' older kid, he could be 6'7".
He took out the Savannah for sure. With a little help of Bron. He definitely will be over 6'1". Bronny is all saying. He'd probably be like 6'3". They gonna say he's 6'5" though.
Yo, but talking about prospects, talking about players, like, what do you think about this draft? I know.
Man,
the Thunder definitely trying to look at the kids coming up, because I don't know what they're doing. Thunder definitely.
They're looking at getting Chat Holmgren.
They looking at Mikey Williams.
They looking at
Yo, is Mikey Williams good enough to be an NBA player?
No,
I don't know.
No, he's not.
Yo, because whoever they hype up in high school, man, sometimes that shit don't.
Honestly, I take that back. I don't even know, man. Like, anybody can be an NBA player now.
It's really hard to, like, judge bucket getters, man.
Yeah, and the marketing. A lot of these kids are getting marketed, man. They're signing into agencies.
If we talking about marketing, absolutely.
But I meant, like, when these young prospects, you could usually tell who's going to be a great playmaker coming into the league or a good big man. But, like, a guy who's, like, gets buckets and mostly that's it, it's really hard to make a judgment on that.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, I feel you too.
Yeah, I don't know how these rankings even work, because I remember I heard Vince Carter talk about he went to some camp. No, I think it was Tracy McGrady. Tracy McGrady said he went to some camp. He wasn't even ranked. He said he left that camp ranked the number one player in the number one high school player. I was like, what the fuck? How the hell does that even happen? You go from unranked to, yo, you better than everybody here?
You said
it
T-Mac?
really matters.
Yo, T-Mac gave like the whole history, some shit.
He said that on the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said that. I was like, how the fuck does that work?
He just straight up beefed it out there.
Yeah, and then I was looking at something with Ja Morant. They didn't even know to even go get him a scholarship or nothing. Some coach was ordering Doritos and just happened to look at his AAU game and was like, yo, I'm a look at this kid. And all of a sudden, it's Ja Morant. It's like,
I'm telling you, it's all about where you go, because I remember, like,
what the fuck?
Like, when Anthony Edwards, Melo, all that shit, I remember, like, they had LaMelo draft, like, second round pick, and Cole Anthony was the first. And I remember that whole situation, because it was, Oak Hill, highly regarded, all that stuff. But I'm about to head out, because he's hurt.
Yeah, Cole Anthony would have been right. He would have been drafted real high.
Oh, go ahead. My bad.
I was saying Cole Anthony would have been drafted real high if he didn't get hurt.
I agree. But it was like Damian Lillard too. That Damian Lillard effect coming out of Weber State, man. He went number 6.
Yeah.
You know, and he just was like not on nobody's radar at all.
Yeah. He came out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere, then like even his rookie campaign was like not that far of what he does today.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So what's this all about then?
What you mean?
In what regards?
Because I'm late to the conversation.
Oh yeah, we was talking about the how they rank like the young prospects before they get into the league, because we were talking about how T-Mac had mentioned that he went to when he was coming up, he went to a program in which they never even ranked him, and he was playing against all the top players that they ranked, and in one camp they ranked him the number 1 player, and so we were talking about how the ranking system is kind of flawed.
I agree with that. The ranking system is kind of flawed. Even look at the Anthony Edwards ranking as well, which is actually pretty bad. And even LaMelo Ball, who was ranked from 13 to unranked, then come back to 13. It's like crazy. And then at one point, LaMelo was supposed to be in the 2020 draft. I'm not trying to just say this because I'm a LaMelo fan, but I have to be objective here. Like at one point, LaMelo was projected to be 28. Then all of a sudden 11. Then come draft day, he was projected to be 3rd pick.
Yeah.
Like this is, and it's not just LaMelo Ball. Like we've seen this with many draft prospects. We've seen this even forget Curry, for example, was at one point his school was so bad enough that it was known for Curry. Davidson was so ass that people thought Davidson just sucks and nobody cares about him. Like Curry was irrelevant.
Yeah.
No, you right. You right. I mean, I feel like it's always been flawed though. Just through every single year. Like I don't even know how it works exactly, or who gets the credibility to rank these athletes. I don't even know how you just say somebody's the best in the country. That's what I don't understand.
Yeah, I feel like by now, because of the rules that these kids can get paid, these kids are signing with agencies that are marketing them, and they're getting high rankings according to the marketing dollars put behind them. It's weird. It's almost like these rappers with the record labels. They get the promotion so everybody knows about them. These kids in AAU now are like the new rappers. They get the most promotion according to where they sign. What do they call it? The CID? Was that where they can monetize their image? What do they call that?
Oh no, NIL.
Yeah, NIL. So whatever NIL deal that they signed to. No, not NAI deal. NI.
Its name and its likeness.
Yeah.
No,
whatever NIL agency. That's what I meant to say. Whatever agency they signed
whatever it is. Because I would even bring another example. NFL. Destroy, for example, if y'all know him. He was supposed to be drafted to the NFL, but because of the bullshit that the NCAA did to him with their UCF, where they're like, "Oh, you can't do YouTube." I'm like, dude, like, bro, what the hell y'all doing?
What's up, boys?
NFL players use YouTube.
Yeah,
so,
that's crazy. Why? Why Michael Pittman playing?
No, it's not like NFL player using YouTube. He wanted to use his YouTube. I'm just bringing that as an example of like the NIL situation.
Yeah. Were y'all talking about the playoffs at all? I came in late. You were talking about some college shit, but
we were. We just kind of veered off on the ranking system.
I was gonna say, all right, are you guys are watching the Mavs games right now?
Yeah, I'm watching the Mavs game.
I'm watching the Warriors. I'm about to actually head out, fellas.
All right, man. All right, here's a question. I was just debating this with my buddy, right? He was like, if Utah goes up 3-0, but then Luka comes back for game 4, do you think Dallas can take it? And I was like, damn, that's such a good question.
No, I would say no.
You don't think so?
I would say no because it's just it would take Luka some time to warm up, man. It's not like Luka's in the best of shape to begin with.
Yeah.
But that's true. But Dallas was such a good team with him. Like the way they played the second half of the season they looked like how the Grizzlies looked all season. You know, they were just like
Yeah.
Jason Kidd had him firing. It was just all, and then he goes out, and obviously, like the Jazz fell off too. So basically, they revert. Like this is how I see it. I see it like the Jazz and Dallas reverse because once what's his name Joe Ingles got traded, right?
Yeah.
They kind of fell off after that, and then Dallas picked up after the All-Star break. So they kind of like switched. You know what I mean? And with Luka back, man, I don't know. I don't think the Dallas. I mean, yeah, maybe not 3-0. You're right. Definitely 2-0. If he goes back to game 3.
Yeah, to your point, I really could agree with you. But here's the thing: it's all about a coach that can improvise. Yeah. In the playoffs, you need a coach that can improvise. That's why the Hornets keep getting smacked every time because
I'm from North Carolina, dude. That hits home.
It's like, let me tell you the truth. If you're a Hornets fan, let me keep it real with you. The reason why the Hornets keep getting smacked is because forget sucks. Your coach does not know how to improvise. Forget suck.
Yeah, we need to fire him. I've been saying this for the past
year. He not a good coach at all. I remember he was a coach for the Magic at one point, and he didn't even last like
10
half
and 20.
the season.
10 and 20.
Yeah. No, he's trash.
Look, listen, let me explain this with Borrego. Borrego is a coach that he can. I think Borrego should have gone and coached college like Billy Donovan to actually learn how to actually develop players properly before you actually step into the NBA circle. Because the thing is, you're assistant coach for Popovich. That's what you said. But let's be honest. Let's look at his resume. He has never really won a championship with Popovich. That's a mirage. He joined the Spurs in 2015-2016, right after they won a championship. He was never there to begin with. The 2000s, he was with Monty Williams. Like, I looked at his record, his assistant coach record. He was with Monty Williams to begin with, so he was never there. So, and this is not me trying to hate the Hornets or saying that they suck, but the coach just doesn't know how to improvise. You know why the Mavericks have a chance? Is because Jason Kidd knows how to improvise. He knows how to make adjustments on the fly. Borrego cannot think on the fly. If you look at developing players, that's why everybody will talk to me about, the players weren't prepared in the playoffs. How are they supposed to be prepared when they haven't been developed for those moments?
Bro,
they haven't been developed for key moments.
Yeah. No, I 100% agree. And to your point about player development in Charlotte, we, I think, are one of the worst player development coach teams because you look at Cody Martin and his brother, Caleb Martin. We kept Cody. We traded Caleb to the Heat, right? We had both of them. I don't know if you guys watched Hornets.
Charlotte waived them. They didn't trade him. They waived him.
Oh, they waived him. Right. But they kept the one that they perceived as the better player. And that was Cody. And then Caleb goes to Miami Heat. This is the best example of like who has better player development because you have two identical twins who both come into the league. One was drafted a little bit higher, but for the most part, they came from the same college. They were very similar, if not pretty much the same type of player, right? And Cody was seen as more of a defensive player than his brother, so that's why he was drafted a little higher. But like for all intents, basically the same skill. They keep the one that they see as the better player. They trade the other one, Caleb Heat, and then the Heat with Caleb Martin. Caleb Martin has this crazy run where he's like showing all his skill sets, and you're like, oh fuck, why didn't we keep him at Charlotte? And it's not that he was a better player than his brother. It's that the Miami Heat developed him so much better and like brought out all his talent and used him in a way that was more efficient and better suited for him. And Charlotte just can't do that with their players. Like we saw what Kemba Walker did for us. Like he was this incredible player, and we wasted his prime with us because we couldn't we basically limited his ceiling we just couldn't do anything with him. It's just so annoying because I see what we're gonna do. We're gonna be doing the same thing to LaMelo, and that's such bullshit.
Let me say this about the Hornets again. That's the difference. The Miami Heat have a system, a cultural type system where it was passed down from Pat Riley. Pat Riley coached the Miami Heat and the Lakers.
Facts.
And he started with that zone set that he used to run and the slow-paced offense. Was passed on to Eric Spoelstra. They started winning. And that system continues. The Raptors also have a similar system from Dwayne Casey to Nick Nurse. It works. if you don't have a system that's cultural, like a transitioning system, it's not gonna work. That's why when Borrego recycled a playbook that was used in the regular season in the playoffs, how is it gonna work?
Yeah.
Like you think the play that you use, like that's why you say something moves on continuously. You're not gonna use the same game plan in game 780 something and then bring it to the playoffs. It's not gonna work. You're gonna get smacked.
But let me ask you a question. Do y'all feel that Jordan struggles to hire people that he trusts?
Since you're a Hornet fan, I'm gonna let you go ahead. You know more than me.
Yeah, you got that one.
All right, let me tell you just a little bit of backstory about me. So I went to school, UNCW. Our head coach was Michael Jordan's roommate in college, Buzz Peterson. He was like his best man at Michael Jordan's wedding, and vice versa, right? Michael Jordan gave our student athletes free gear before, which I think was illegal at the time, because this is before you could give like players in college special treatment.
Mm-hmm.
So Michael Jordan, I've been around him and like heard things from him because he hired our college's coach to work in the front office at Charlotte back when they were the Bobcats. So I've been seeing things and like hearing things from people I know about him and like the way he hires people, and I think that's changed in the past 5 years, because what he used to do is he used to literally hire his friends and like.
Yeah, that's what it looked like from afar.
Yeah, no, he literally did. He would hire people he knew in the UNC system, the coaching system, or his friends that he knew when he was playing in the NBA. And I think the past, I want to say maybe 4 years, definitely like I think it was the year before they traded Kemba. You could see a shift in like the way he was handling the team. I think he's on the right track. It's a tough question because the way you worded it was, does he hire people he trusts? And I think that might not be the right question. I think he trusts the people he hires. I think it's a question about his judgment. Like, he trusts them because he knows them, but are they the right person for the job? You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's maybe a better question, and I don't know the answer. I think I have seen a change though. Like I said, the past 4 years.
I agree with the Hornets fan here, and I have to add to your point here. I think it's more than just about trusting because the thing is, I have a feeling Jordan wants to go back there, because let's bring it here, since me and you want to have a discourse, and I will try to ask you a question at the end. So let's look at it this way. The Hornets are on the table. Mitch Kupchak's contract ends this offseason. You have 2 GM options. And since you're a Hornet fan, please tell me, because would you choose Buzz Peterson, Jordan's friend who got his shit trashed for Jordan's, or would you choose Mark Eversley, the brother in Chicago, who knows what he's doing?
Buzz Peterson was our college coach. He's the guy I was telling you about at UNCW.
That's the replacement GM, remember, for Mitch. So, like, which one would you choose?
I know, that's so funny. Honestly, man, Hornets fans are probably gonna hate me for saying this. I think neither. I think you gotta. I think you gotta completely go outside of Michael Jordan's tree of friends or people that he knows.
No, but remember, one of them is outside of Michael Jordan's person. Keep in mind, Mark Eversley, he doesn't know him that much.
Yeah, I mean Eversley. I think Eversley would be. I mean, here's the thing, man. Neither option is great for me. I mean, Eversley, maybe I would go with Eversley if you're giving me a choice between the two.
I'm giving you a choice. I'm just saying.
Right back, boys.
Yeah, I'll go Eversley then.
The reason why I say that is because the way I've been looking at the reports is that Mitch's contract is done this year, and they're trying to see which GM makes sense. So it's like, are you gonna pick Eversley, or are you gonna pick Buzz Peterson? Because I'd rather not go with a guy that's gonna remind me of Rich Cho and do things on behalf of Jordan. I don't want that. I want a GM that can think for himself.
Oh shit. Yo, yeah, balls deep into the whole Jordan thing, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna say this: the Hornets, they've been kind of stuck in the middle for years, man. It's either they're not good enough to get a top pick, or they're too good and they fall in the middle of the draft.
Exactly.
And then they end up picking some guy that's like an okay player.
Yeah, it's like what's happening with the Knicks. Yeah, exactly. I looked at the past, I think, 4 years, and we had the I think we were like pretty much the same seeding right out of the playoffs, like the past 3 or 4 years, and it's not bad enough to get a top pick, but not good enough to like make a run or go to the playoffs. And it's been just stagnant right in the middle, like you said, which is the worst spot to be in consistently.
Yeah.
I think the Knicks going to build their team through free agency sooner than later.
Yeah, I feel like they hired the right people. They just need to give them time to make the proper moves. You know what I'm saying? Because the NBA free agency market has changed a lot because now guys could just re-sign with the team, make the most money they can, and they could force their way out. So that changed the whole free agency.
Yeah.
Because it's almost like in the NBA that if you a superstar, there's no such thing as a contract. You can just still renew your contract and force your way out after a year.
Yeah.
So I mean, free agency. I mean, Adam Silver got to do something about it. Probably the next time they do another CBA. But I know the owners are going to put a loophole when the NBA does their new agreements. That the new Supermax is going to involve. If you force your way out, there's going to be a clause. You lose money, you do something. They're going to put something in those contracts to protect the small market teams from losing their superstars.
Yeah.
That was what the KD rule was for. The Supermax.
Yeah, but you know what? You know who fucked that up? Anthony Davis and Clutch Sports, man. They fucked that up by making Anthony Davis force himself out a year and a half ahead of time. And he still got his way. And then so everybody else copycatted after that. You saw Paul George. He signed with OKC. He still got his way. He got out of his deal. Who else? Like a bunch of players, man. They signed
Ben Simmons.
Yeah, Ben Simmons. Nowadays, if you a superstar player, you stupid if you hit free agency. Re-sign with your team and force your way out. James Harden forced his way out twice. This shit is crazy, man.
Yeah.
Westbrook didn't want to be in Houston no more. Signing a Supermax don't mean shit no more.
Yeah.
I mean, the only way it affects you is if you're an okay player. But if you're a superstar, man, there ain't no such thing as a contract.
I'm gonna ask. Oh, sorry.
Go
I'm
ahead.
not even trying to change the topic. I was just looking at the score of the Warriors game, and it got me thinking. I was like, and this is gonna be super controversial. So I'm gonna start some heat. I'm gonna get some smoke going. But I think Jordan Poole might be better than Klay Thompson right now.
Oh hell no.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie. His legs is fresher than Klay's, man.
Hey, I'm gonna agree with that.
His legs is fresher than Klay's.
But where I disagree is the defense.
Yeah, the
Klay's
defense.
better defensively. Klay's better defensively.
I mean, yeah, but that's not why he's out there. That's not why either of them are out there. You know what I mean? Like, Jordan Poole, I think right now is a better offensive. Yeah, Klay is better defensively, but I think right now Jordan Poole. And look, I'm not even saying Klay in his prime. I'm saying Klay right now. You know what I mean? And it's tough for me to even say that. I'm a huge Klay fan, so I know this is going to be controversial, and I get why people won't agree with me on this, but yeah, man, I don't know. Just watching him this past year, and especially just what he did like the last game, just goddamn, he's so good.
Yo, is Klay even playing good defense this season after he came back?
Yeah, that's the thing, right? I don't know. Like, he's okay, he's good, and I'll give you that he's probably better than Jordan Poole because Jordan Poole isn't really known for being a two-way player, but neither really is Klay. I mean, he's good enough to get the job done, but he's not known for it. Neither of them are known for it. So, yeah.
Yeah, because we don't want to assume Klay is still good at defense. We want to know that.
No,
shit for sure.
Klay is good at his job because that's what he's known for his whole life. Like in his whole life as an NBA player, it's defense to offense.
Yeah, but coming off of those two injuries, what is he now?
We just call him a catch and shoot shooter. That's what
I
he's.
don't know. I would actually disagree.
I would just make Jordan Poole the sixth man.
I'm gonna look up Klay Thompson's defensive stats real quick. Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead because that definitely needs an update because I feel like we can't fall into the trap to assume the player returned to what he used to be because he's coming off of two major John Wall type of injuries.
Like that's not happening. Like injuries sometimes changes a player. Like look at all these players. Like even John Wall went from all defense, Kawhi torn ACL, Paul George. Like it happens.
I feel like you're making my case a little bit right now. I'm not saying he's not a great player. I'm just saying Jordan Poole right now. I don't know.
Yeah, his legs are fresh, man.
I think I would say more long term, but because right now when it comes to Clay, I would say like Clay is what you would call like a. Nowadays he's more of what you would call a spark guy. Yeah, I need a spark type of guy nowadays. That's what he is now.
Y'all put Clay on the bench?
No, they're not benching no Clay. Like, come on, he's like, come on.
And see, I knew when I said something like that, like it was gonna be misinterpreted, like I'm saying Clay isn't that good, and that's not at all. Like he's still obviously an incredible player. I just think I think when Steph is healthy, Jordan Poole is still their number 2 scoring option with Clay on the court. That's just how they're playing right now.
That is true because the way it's look. Because I'm not trying to overly disagree. Where I disagree is that when you're talking all around, I'll be like, come on, all around Clay is better because he impacts the game more than just scoring. That's the thing with unlike Jordan Poole. Jordan Poole is like more of like, yeah, I'm gonna give you buckets, but and pass. But you need like the whole enchilada. I'll pick Clay any day.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm still looking up some stats on his defense.
All right. Wait. Is anybody watching the Dallas game? Because this shit is fucking good as hell.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say
I'm not.
Yeah, it's on NBA TV. This shit is mad good.
Orange, were you
my Raptors looking like trash right now against the Sixers.
Hey, that's all right. At least they're in the playoffs. LeBron can't say that.
That's true. Wait, what'd you say? Somebody was saying something?
Oh, my bad. Well, I had 2 things. One, do you think you're a Raptors fan? Who was a Raptors fan?
Me. The Raptors are my first favorite team. Then the Lakers is my second.
Do you think Scotty's winning the rookie over Evan Mobley?
I think he should win it, no matter what.
He will?
I think he will. Why? He impacts the team overall.
It's gonna be close. Orange, what I was saying earlier is I don't know if you caught it, but when I first got home, because we were talking about the Dallas game, I was gonna say because I was talking to my buddy about this before I joined the space, and he was saying if Utah goes up 3-0 and then Luka comes back healthy for the next games, do you think Dallas can make the comeback?
No, don't even.
I would say if it's 2-0.
Let's
3-0. Yeah,
if Luka comes back, comes back in
it's
a
not
3-0
worth it.
situation,
it's not worth it. It's not worth it.
Yeah.
If you're down 3-0, it's not worth it to bring him back. It's definitely not worth it. But I'm telling you, this Dallas game is probably gonna be the best game of the night.
If they're down 2-0, and bring Luka back for Game 3, they have a chance.
Yeah.
That's the only way.
If Luka's healthy. Yeah. If Luka's healthy, you gotta bring him. That's the thing. They just don't want to risk it, obviously. And he has like a string calf or what's his? I think it's like a calf injury.
If they go down 2-0 and they don't bring him back, like what else do they gotta lose? Like they'll just go to the off season with him hurt if he re-injures. Like unless it's anything super serious, I mean he'll just come back start of the season. Might as well play it out now.
Yeah, but the thing is, isn't that injury pretty bad?
Yeah,
injury they got.
That's similar to what KD had when he went out.
It takes a while. Oh, I didn't know that.
KD had an Achilles tear and a torn ACL.
Watch dude. JJ Redick was just talking about this. What happened was he had a calf injury. I promise you, because I just watched this thing. He had a calf injury and it didn't get fixed, and it went down and tore his Achilles. Like apparently, one affects the other really closely. So if you're not careful, you can injure your Achilles with this.
So it's really that bad. Wow.
It's really that bad. But we don't know how bad. Yeah, but we don't know how bad his injury. Like, I think he just had I don't know if it was like a full tear or if it was a bruise or something. I was just listening to JJ Redick talk about it. But they were saying like you have to be careful bringing him back too early because that's like a really serious risk.
Yeah, okay.
Of re-injuring it. Because if it wasn't that serious, I think Jason Kidd would have put him back by now because he's so important to them. Like that's how you know it's bad if their best player during a playoff game.
If the Jazz wind up losing this series, man, this whole team's gonna get blown up. Mitchell's gonna be gone. Gobert's gonna be gone. Head coach gonna be gone.
The way it's looking, Gobert's gonna be the first to be out the team.
Oh yeah,
I don't know.
And I think Charlotte's gonna be interested. They need a center back.
Oh, dude, I would
bro, man, I'm so sad. Damian Lillard's gonna go to LA too.
No, he's not. No, he's not. Stop.
That's delusion right there.
No, he's not. This is the thinking that brought Russell Westbrook to the Lakers.
Y'all think the Magic could get Donovan Mitchell?
Stop that. No.
Oh,
I'd
shit.
rather the Magic trade for Rozier.
They gonna take him to Disney World? He going to Disney World, bro?
He said he going to Disney?
I don't know, man.
Magic, I think it's trade for
he only go Magic if he got courtside seats.
I think
I'd rather Orlando go for Rozier, man.
He gonna be sitting courtside with Mickey Mouse.
I don't know. It's tough, man. I don't see Orlando as a place that gets free agents.
I was gonna say I think Knicks. If Donovan Mitchell's gonna go somewhere, I think
is the Orlando Magic still a team?
I was saying trade.
Yo, they actually have a pretty good young roster. They just need like a star.
Franz Wagner is playing pretty well.
Yo,
and
hell yeah,
star
man.
for them is Rozier because he's gonna start. He's gonna start for them and lead them.
He starts a lot of games. Well, the thing is, they usually play. So Hornets right now have been playing 2 point guard rotation. So he usually starts a game with LaMelo, and they play him as a shooting guard. But he's important. He's a super impactful player. He's not like he's getting as many minutes as LaMelo on the Hornets.
Shit.
That's why I think the Magic would be perfect for him. Lead the young bloods to the promised land.
I think the Magic are going to try to trade for Donovan Mitchell. I don't know if they're going to be able to get him, but I think
I don't know if he's going to. I don't know.
Yo, do you think the Warriors might have a chance to make a run for Rudy?
Ooh, that's interesting. That's an interesting question.
The Warriors don't need Rudy. They wouldn't have drafted. They wouldn't have drafted Wiseman if they needed Rudy.
I think they would. You know what, dude? That's actually a good question. I think they would. I think they would do that because Wiseman, he's still hasn't really proved. I think he has a lot of potential. I like Wiseman. His playing time has been so because of injuries and everything. I think they would be. I mean, they wouldn't. It wouldn't be a 1-for-1. That the Jazz wouldn't trade Rudy for Wiseman. They'd have to put other pieces or picks or something in there, obviously. But it might be worth it for the Warriors. Dude, that would be man. If the Warriors got Rudy and they kept if they were able to keep all their major pieces, they kept Draymond, they kept Wiggins, they obviously kept Clay and Steph and Poole and all those guys, and they got Rudy. God damn, they would be good.
Poole might leave though.
I think the Hornets is the best team to actually trade for Rudy though, instead of Warriors.
I agree. I would love to have Rudy go to the Hornets. That would be incredible. I mean, I still don't think we'd be able to do a run because we fucking suck and our coaches are terrible. But
wait, what team are you for? Who are you rooting for?
Oh, I'm a Hornets. I'm from North Carolina. I'm a Hornets fan.
Yo,
we were just talking about it earlier.
That's why I just let him have the floor because he knows the Hornets more than me.
Dude, I've been suffering for years.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Hornets definitely need a big man.
Yeah,
Hornets need a big man.
Montrezl Harrell is playing really well.
They do have a big man. He's the owner of the team. The greatest basketball player of all time.
We have the GOAT.
Worst owner of all time.
Two-way big man. Two-way big man needs to go to Charlotte.
Yeah,
they need to find one.
Agree 100%. We got Mason Plumlee and Montrezl Harrell right now, and
Nick Richards.
Yeah,
JT Thor, Kai Jones. Play them. Play them.
JT Thor and James Bouknight are in the G League, 2-way contract players right now. And I'll say something, dude. James Bouknight, he has so much potential. We need to play him way more. who we can't because of LaMelo is taking up all the minutes at the point guard position. But
I rather James Bouknight start over Terry Rozier, and why? Because Bouknight is an instant offense, and he's like, think about it. In the 6 games he has played over 20 minutes, he's averaged 15 points per game.
Oh my gosh, this game is so good.
So I'd rather Bouknight start next season if I'm Borrego. Like, just start. Like, let's see what he can do for a starter. Like, I've been saying it. I want to see what Bouknight can do as a starter.
Guys,
then I can judge him.
I'm gonna pop back in real quick. I gotta watch.
If the Jazz blow up their team, who you think has the best pieces? If the Jazz blow up the team,
depends on the asset that you're trying to trade. If you're trying to trade Gobert, I will say Charlotte. If you're trying to say Donovan Mitchell, I'll say the Knicks.
You know what's so crazy? If the Knicks trade for Donovan Mitchell, they got to give up RJ Barrett.
RJ is gone regardless.
Yeah, he's gone. He's like,
he's gonna be leaving though.
I don't think that fan base understands that. Like, you know,
trade like Obi Toppin to Utah. Trade Obi Toppin.
Yeah, all those guys are gonna be gone.
Trade RJ Barrett.
They're not gonna trade Obi Toppin. They're gonna trade Randall, RJ.
Randall. Ooh.
They don't like Randall in that city. They already hate him.
Trade Randall to Utah. Yeah.
Okay, so they got Rudy.
Wow,
Gobert
Brunson is killing.
Rudy Gobert, you can do a 3-team trade. You can do do it like this. Okay, Rudy Gobert to Utah, for example. So you have Rudy to Charlotte. You give Charlotte Rudy, which is easy work. Then you give Utah back Gordon Hayward.
Oh, he come back to you? Oh,
send him back to Utah. He's never injured there. They know how to protect his injury. Then you send you can't even give them Westbrook if you want. Then you send picks to Charlotte. Let them develop with them picks. 2027 first, give it to Charlotte. The Lakers don't have only have one pick.
If you're a GM, do you really want Russell Westbrook on your team?
No.
Like,
why in the world?
Only if you're trying to sell tickets.
It's almost okay if you want to sell tickets.
Actually, wait, time out.
I think the Thunder.
That's a Jordan thing to do, though.
It's just
that's
like
a Jordan.
the guy is so involved in the offense, but so detrimental to the offense. Like, I almost would rather have anybody else in the league. I'll take Monte Morris over Russell Westbrook.
The reason why I don't want
I won't go that far.
I will.
Let me say this about Westbrook, and I'll be fair and objective about
Westbrook.
And I'm gonna call him his real name. See, I'm gonna start with the pros. The thing with Westbrook is that he's a willing passer, he's an effective rebounder, and he's gonna impact the team and win it. The problem is, those things only happen when he's the focal point of the offense.
Yeah.
If he's not the focal point of the offense, he's ineffective on defense. That's the thing. See, it's not like the Olympics where Westbrook only has to do one job. If Westbrook is not doing one thing and he's not the focal point of the offense, he's not there, man. Like, he can't shoot threes, and he's turnover prone. Like, if you put him in Charlotte with LaMelo, he's a good rebounder.
I think it's still a good rebounder, but
if he comes to Charlotte with LaMelo, he's gonna be worse.
I think we need to reconsider, what does a willing passer actually mean? Because, you know, it's like, it's different when you're driving the lane, you get double teamed, and you just kick it out, and then you turn over half the time, and sometimes it turns into an assist. Then the
willing passer is another word for pass first, if that's what you want to get.
Fair enough.
If I was the GM, I would only take Westbrook if I was trying to rebuild and I needed somebody on my offense, because none of my guys can go out there and score me 20 a night.
No, I agree with him.
You're saying you take Westbrook if you want to tank.
Listen, I agree with him. I agree.
If I have no other pieces, if I have no other pieces on my team, nobody that can go out there and score me points, then yes, I will.
Westbrook back to OKC. Yeah,
I really think Westbrook back to OKC is better than Westbrook to Charlotte. Here's the thing.
At this point,
it makes no sense.
No, that's a Michael Jordan thing to do. Because it's the Michael Jordan thing to do because he's a Jordan athlete. See, I love Westbrook. I love his shoes.
It's too obvious of a bad decision. Even Michael Jordan won't do that shit.
Michael Jordan will do it. Michael Jordan will do it. Michael Jordan will do it. He's that dumb. You not know how dumb Michael Jeffrey Jordan is. He's that dumb.
Everyone in this chat, if Russell Westbrook goes to Charlotte, I'll pay you all $100. How about that? No,
it's not happening.
There's no way. I agree. I agree. It's not happening. I'm saying that if it happens, it's a Michael Jordan thing to do because he's not that. Because he's that dumb. Because Jordan loves Westbrook. Seriously, he really thinks Westbrook reminds him of him. Like
he might have.
I'm like, what crack is this little man smoking?
LeBron James is the greatest.
This man, what kind of crack is Jordan smoking?
Yeah, I think LeBron James might have thought Kwame Brown reminded him of himself too. I don't know. No, I mean Jordan. I mean Westbrook's a Jordan athlete, but no, I don't think he's dumb enough to make that move. I think
he's dumb. He's that dumb.
Lakers PR.
No, he's that dumb. It's Jordan because they were interested in him. See, the Hornets were.
Wow.
The Hornets were interested.
Yo, this Mavericks game is crazy.
I don't.
Guys, this Mavericks game, I am literally on the edge of my couch.
So this shit is crazy. Woo, Mitchell is like. No wonder they call him Spider.
That Spider's gonna be leaving Utah though.
Yeah.
He's leaving it for Charlotte's Web.
He said Charlotte's Web.
Oh shit!
Although Charlotte do want Donovan Mitchell because he's from Charlotte, but I don't think he's coming home, bro.
But still,
I don't think he's coming home.
That was actually really good.
I don't think the Spider's coming home.
Do you think the Knicks have a better chance than the Hornets against Donovan?
Yes, they have all the assets. They have the players to trade for Mitchell.
Plus, they have a rich team too.
But Charlotte have the assets to trade for Gobert, especially Hayward. They want to get rid of Hayward's contract.
Yeah.
So
Dallas out here trying to hold on.
Send him. I'd rather ship his ass to Indiana where he came from.
I bet you he would be excellent in Indiana. I bet he'd probably just
Westbrook's
have like
going to Indiana.
Because Westbrook to Indiana is easier. You ship him for
it's 1,000% easier.
Even, like, look, Buddy Hield and Malcolm Brogdon.
That's Thompson. Yes.
Easy work.
I don't think Indiana wants
I'm
Westbrook.
watching the Warriors.
I think they too young to want to deal with Westbrook.
But they will because they need a point guard.
Plus, he'll be fine because there's nobody.
Tyrese Halliburton.
But the thing is, Halliburton will pass to him in the paint.
Team is going to take Westbrook. What if I told you that Westbrook is stuck on the Lakers?
Yeah, he's stuck, man. I 100% agree.
No team will take him.
No. Let me explain this to you.
You can't make the play in with LeBron. You can't win a championship with KD.
I think any team wants Westbrook.
Is really interesting right now.
I feel like there are teams that are desperate enough to get him. Like
exactly, that's what I'm trying to tell them, bro.
To do what? To do what though? Raise their tickets from $5 to $10?
I mean,
Indiana's one of them.
I don't see it. I think he's stuck.
Orange, should I bring a point of yours or whoever? Which guy said that? the only team that's willing to accept Westbrook only is the one that's willing to tank, because you are actually right. You're actually right, and Indiana is one of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
In this situation, Indiana will take Westbrook because they're desperate.
But tank for how many years? You need to take on the length of the contract, not just the price of the contract, and you got to take on this personality.
Bro, remember he's a 1-year rental, because the way it's gonna work is that the Lakers are trying to the Lakers are waiting for Russ to opt into his contract before they trade him. If Russ opts in, they will trade him.
Is he on a 1-year deal right now?
He has a player option. So if he opts into his player option for the Lakers, he's getting traded. No matter what.
Guys, this game is so close.
Word, this is the best game of the night.
Yeah, serious. I didn't think it was going to be the best game of the night.
And man, I knew it was going to be that. Woo!
Actually, never mind. I didn't really look at the list of the games until like.
Damn, we really got blown out. Thank God, our next game is at home.
Wait, who are you a fan of?
The Raptors and the Lakers are my second team.
Yeah,
damn, you taking dubs all year.
I guess you're right with the Westbrook thing. I didn't realize he was near the end of his contract here. He just has a player option, and that's it.
He's gonna opt into that.
Of course he is. I mean,
and he's gonna be sent. He's gonna be shipped.
He's not making $47 million anywhere else. Of course he's gonna opt into that.
And he's gonna get shipped. Then Doc Rivers is gonna come to the Lakers.
Doc Rivers got
Doc Rivers.
Whoa. If you think Doc Rivers coming to LA, then how you thinking Philly getting bounced or something? I can't see Doc Rivers going anywhere if the 76ers make it and it's deep into the playoffs.
Well, he is the top candidate right now. So
I mean, but if they go to the finals, you can't tell me he's finna just up and leave.
No. I'm just saying right now, he is the top candidate. But I agree with you that he's not gonna leave if the Sixers make it deep in the playoffs.
I say they could make it to the second round and lose, and he'll still think about coming. But if they make the conference finals, man, that ship's sailing.
I can see that.
Plus, like, you also have.
What about somebody like Brett?
Like, who wants to go to LA to take on that mess?
Like,
yeah,
nobody wants to come to LA because of they fired Vogel mid game. You have to remember, Vogel was fired on social media.
Yo, that's funny.
Bro, and he won them a chip, too, and they did
That's
that.
crazy, man.
Like, think about that. You going into a place where you just
the
won
Mickey
a chip
Mouse chip
19 months ago, and you shipped your head coach in the middle of a
That's what pisses me off. That's another thing that pisses me off about Hornets fans, because I'm like, you guys want to cling on to a coach that hasn't led you to 4 years in the playoffs. Yet, the Lakers managed to fire a coach that won them a championship when Borrego deserves to be fired mid-game.
Yeah, but this is not the first time this has happened, because remember, LeBron James had that coach Blatt from Europe. He went to the finals and then got fired.
But let's be real, guys. It's
like mid-season.
It's the Los Angeles Lakers. They are so greedy for championships. Like, they'll do anything just to get right back there next year.
Yeah, exactly. You're not wrong, bro. Like, that's a fact. They'll do whatever, even if it means changing teams with 40 coaches.
Do you think they shoot Westbrook in the head to get rid of
Oh my God! Stop.
No, there are two ways you can to get Westbrook contract off the book. There's the trade, and then waive his stretch.
Nah, I ain't gonna do that, man. That's horrid, bro. That's. Ugh.
But waive his stretch will kill their cap space.
Oh, stop acting like I wasn't joking. Come on.
I mean, I know you was joking, but.
Oh my God, this Mavs game is crazy. What the fuck? Oh.
Wait, hang on. I'm at 114, so I'm
at 33.4.
Dude, I'm watching on an illegal streaming service. I can't pay for League Pass like that. Not yet. Not till I have my student loans paid off.
I'm on like NBA TV.
Yo, look at Luka, man. Luka looked like he just woke up. What the fuck?
He's about to wake up game 3. You wait.
Wait, they playing Luka?
Nah, Luka's on the bench just clapping.
Wait, how is this game crazy? Like, Dallas is up by 6.
Wait, what?
It was down.
30 seconds to go.
That's the thing. They was down beforehand. That's what's been making it interesting.
And this is what it means to have a deep team. Like, listen, we can all clown on the Mavericks for being trash, but they're a deep team, man. That's why when I watch the Hornets, I get jealous. I'm like, how can you not build a deep team, yet the bums you promote as all-stars don't show up when it matters the most?
Oh my gosh. This game.
Yo, Jokic was about to fight Gary Payton II just now.
Why Jokic want to throw hands?
Yo, Jokic
always want to fight.
Nah, he pat him in the butt when he was walking to the bench. Jokic is about to get in that ass.
No homo, bro. Like, super pause on that.
Yeah, they got the replay up there. Like,
you should give him a tech for that. That's a tech.
Hey guys, here's a fun hypothetical question. All right,
2000 counter attack after what he did.
2019. Say that Kawhi Leonard's 3 bounce shot doesn't go in. Do you think that the Sixers, the Bucks, or the Warriors win the finals?
Warriors. Well, okay. Well, but then you have to sit here and wonder if whether or not what's his name didn't get injured. There's so
Durant or Thompson.
Durant. My bad. Kevin DeFraud.
Yeah.
Nah, you bugging. Kevin Durant's not no fraud. You wilding.
Oh, he's not a fraud. I'm just bugging out here. Listen, we all know Kevin Durant's established. I'm just not a huge fan of him, so I'll dog on him. That's all.
His name.
Listen, we're not fans of Westbrook yet, and we call him Westbrook. So what's the difference?
Yo, I went to the Cavs game, the second one back in March with LeBron and whatnot. Oh my gosh, I did not think people hated Westbrook that much. Like, it was bad when he kept going to the line. That you could just hear the entire crowd erupt in Westbrook's chest.
I see why he's mad.
I know why he's mad now. Oh my lord! And I had like nosebleed seats. Like, I'm cheap.
Yo, Dallas takes game 2. Holy shit, man! Donovan Mitchell about to
Dallas
to have a meltdown in the locker room.
Dallas need every single win they can get. That's it.
Think about this. They were this close to being up 2-0 in this series without Luka. That's the crazy thing. If he comes back even 50%, they'll probably just walk away with this series. I don't know why I don't know how much Donovan Mitchell has tonight, but like, I just don't know why he's not going off.
You forget.
Because the Jazz are mid.
Improvisation. The ability to adapt on the fly.
They don't have
They were able to change the game plan because they realized Mitchell was cooking game 1. And now they changed the script on him.
I don't know if Luka's going to play the next game, though.
I mean, honestly, if you think about it, if the series is tied 1-1, you could probably get away with holding them out one more game. Y'all go down 1-2. He comes back. Mm-hmm. If he is healthier in game 4, you'd probably be fine.
Maybe, but they got 25 points tonight from Maxi Kleber. Damn. How the hell did Jazz allow Maxi Kleber to come off the bench, get 25 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists?
They let an end of the bench
and no
center
turnovers.
drop 25 on them. An end of the bench center to get 25. Wow.
This is
wow.
The playoffs. What's different? They doing what they always do. Nothing. They talk a big game during the regular season. We all get hyped, and we're
we're like, oh shoot, they might make a deep run, and then all of a sudden they wet the bed every time.
They wet the bed, all right.
They let bench players getting 25 points. Some BS.
Yeah,
if you're a Jazz fan, I sympathize with you, bro.
Yeah, I mean Brunson getting 41 points. He had 21 points by like the second quarter.
Oh, I need to switch the game over to the Warriors. My bad.
Yo, did Jokic end up fighting with Gary Payton? You heard?
I don't know. Okay, let's.
What was that about?
Yeah, check out the game on myself.
Come on, Joker. Come on, Joker. Is that what a back-to-back MVP is supposed to do?
Wait, what'd you say about Gary Payton? I just heard the end of that.
Gary Payton out here slow like Gary the Snail from Spun.
Ooh, Jordan Poole!
Yeah, now Gary Payton gave Marcus Smart the POI.
Man, I'm so happy for Marcus Smart. Like, it's really well deserved. It's been about time. He's been one of the best perimeter defenders in the league. Like,
no Mikal Bridges though.
It's tough. It's really tough to defend Marcus Smart stats wise because like what he does defensively doesn't necessarily show up on the stat sheet. Even defensively, like it's not about the blocks of the steal.
Mikal Bridges should have won. Fuck the Celtics.
All right, fine.
Fuck the Celtics all day.
Wait, you got the Nets winning that series?
Yeah.
And how many games?
I'll say
how many games?
7.
Okay, all right.
Now, the fact that you said 7, you acknowledge there's going to be a struggle. I'm not no Celtics fan, but we all acknowledge
there is going to be a struggle. Come on now.
There's going to be a mean struggle for the Nets.
I'm sitting here right in Boston.
Oh, fuck
my
Boston.
Celtics. I know. My profile picture is a picture of Curry. He's my favorite player of all time.
Even the sound of your voice makes me hate Boston, dude.
Yeah, I sound pretty annoying.
By the way, when I say fuck, that has nothing to do. I think they're one of the best teams right now. The fact that they took that. By the way, dude, Jason Tatum. Oh my fucking god. That dude is God mode this year.
Yes.
Even last year. Jason Tatum is so. Did you guys see that video? Someone pulled up an old. He used to have like a YouTube channel when he was a kid, and it's like him tying a tie when he's like 14 years old, and it's so cringe. It's so funny, dude. Everyone posted it like after he made the 50-point game last month, but yeah, no. My Celtics hate is only for the city of Boston. They're an incredible team. It sucks. I wish they weren't, but.
You hate Boston, huh?
Yeah. I'm not a fan of you if you're from Boston. Sorry, man.
I'm from Northeast Vermont, so like I'm there.
Oh, tight. All right, I voted for Bernie, so we're good.
there you go. All right.
Yo, did y'all watch the end of that Mavericks?
Yeah, I caught the end of the Mavericks game. That was crazy. Maxi Kleber.
Oh my god, Maxi Kleber. By the way, Jalen Brunson, what do you have?
41.
41? Oh my god, dude, he's been so clutch. Yeah, Maxi Kleber hit like. Yeah.
So they let a 6-man drop 41 on them.
Exactly.
A regular 6-man.
Brunson at 41 points.
Somebody the freaking Jazz. No, I know he's a good player. I'm just saying he's a 6-man over Luka. But I'm saying that you let a regular 6-man on the Mavericks drop 41 on you. The Utah Jazz need some therapy.
Yo, let's talk about how deep the Dallas Mavericks are. They've got Spencer Dinwiddie, who's been coming up clutch. He's been huge for them since they got him this year. I mean, he's been like better than anyone could have imagined him being. They've got Jalen Brunson, who's showing up like Fred VanVleet in these crazy clutch moments, dropping 41. He really reminds me of Fred VanVleet. I don't know if I've heard that count before, but like he's just that level. I also think Fred VanVleet doesn't get enough respect. That's a whole other conversation. But they've got obviously Luka, dude, Maxi Kleber coming up. Norman
really?
Powell has been
so how How does he compare to Drake Jr.?
Who? How does Jalen Brunson compare to Fred VanVleet?
Yep.
I think Fred's a better player. Obviously, I mean Fred VanVleet is like super underrated. I think he deserved most improved, if not a couple years ago than last year. I honestly thought Miles Bridges was going to win it, but that's my Hornets bias. And Miles Bridges is going to leave us. Miles Bridges is going to leave us next year. We didn't pay him the bag, and we're like the ugly.
I think I agree with you that Miles should have won it as well. But go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say the Hornets are like the ugly girl in high school where we were dating Miles Bridges, and then he became popular, went to college, and he's about to leave us, and I don't blame him. He's really, really, really good. And we didn't offer him the max, and we should have. I mean, we still might. Like, I think there's a chance. I don't really know how the contracts and free agency works. I think we have the option to do it.
Let me tell you how that works. You can go over the cap to sign Miles, but because it's Charlotte, they don't like going over the cap.
Yeah, they're not going to.
I'm afraid you're gonna lose Miles.
Yeah, I expected it. I mean, I've come to terms with it. But anyway, sorry. Yeah, we were talking about VanVleet. Yeah, he.
Yeah, Draymond Green fucking turned up, man. God damn.
Now,
y'all see this shit?
Imagine that next year when he got Rudy Gobert on his team.
Don't say that. Don't get me hyped like that.
That's gonna be fun.
Who's a Warriors fan in here?
Born and raised Bay Area right here.
He said born and raised.
Okay.
Represent. All right, talk.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Y'all not getting no Gobert, bro. I'm sorry.
I mean,
I respect Curry, but y'all not getting no Gobert.
I'm worried about Wiseman getting healthy and what we're gonna do with him. I'm worried about getting another big body. It doesn't even have to be a Gobert level dude. It could be mid tier. You know, I don't need Gobert. I think more so a mid tier. I wouldn't even mind like a Boogie Cousins type guy. I wouldn't mind that, honestly. We just need a big body in there.
Y'all had Boogie Cousins, dude.
Yeah, no, we did, but I don't want Boogie Cousins per se, but a Boogie Cousins type of player that's 6'11", 7 foot, big body, can shoot from the outside. You know what I'm saying? Something in that range, I can be okay with that.
Go out, get Rudy Gobert, trade him for Poole and a pick.
Hell nah. Hell no.
You see the war. Thank you, Z. Thank you, Z. You just explained. You just explained why the Warriors are not getting no Rudy Gobert. Why would you want to trade your most consistent six man? Like, that makes no sense.
Well, the thing is, the Warriors are good enough. You don't even need Rudy Gobert.
Exactly, he'll slow them down, man.
If you trade
the reason why the front office doesn't believe that we need a big man at all is because we found a special player in Poole, which adds to almost like what we always wanted when we first had Monte Ellis back in the day. We wanted a guy that's small like him.
Whoa, Monte Ellis?
Oh yeah,
because
they had Monte Ellis.
Yeah, bro,
I remember them days. I remember them days. I remember them days.
It was supposed to be Clay, Steph, Monte, and Draymond. That was what it was supposed to be.
All right, Z, how far you got?
Monte is a parked car on D.
I go back, man. I go back, bro. Don't get me started with the we believe. Don't get me started.
Yeah. Did you watch that?
Jordan Poole is a far better player than Monte Ellis.
That's what I'm saying. That's the
Golden
point.
State going this
year.
Okay.
That's the point. Jordan Poole is everything Monte Ellis was supposed to be.
Right.
So now you have the three-headed monster.
25 2 years. Come on.
Yeah, no. You're right. Monte was.
All right, Z, you have the floor, brother. Continue.
Yeah. But my thing is, the front office believes that we put teams that are bigger than us in a predicament when we have three shooters like that on the floor. So we don't need big men because we force the other team to go small with us. And if you don't go small with us, we're gonna kill you. That's how the front office is thinking about it, which is why they're gonna pay Poole and not
exactly.
The only reason they do that is
Z, you just explained it perfectly.
Jordan Poole.
No, the Warriors system needs a small ball center.
Yeah,
that's why I get worried about the Wiseman pick, because I'm like, you don't really need a Wiseman like big man. You just need a 6'11" guy. But drafting a 7'1" guy was just like, that just was worrisome. You could have get LaMelo Ball instead and just make him come off the bench. And let him be the ball handler.
Best case scenario, I want John Collins. That's who I really want.
Dog, once again,
That
you
makes
guys
sense.
guard.
6'10", athletic dude.
He can't guard. Collins? Yeah, but Collins plays like a 3. I mean, competing with Wiggins for like.
No, you're right. You're right. But
here's the
body that.
Well, you remember, big body. Listen, like Z's that's the point.
I'm telling you, bro. If we get John Collins, that's a chip. I'm telling you right now.
I think you would be better served with like a Pelicans trade for Valanciunas or somebody like a big man, like a 5, who's also super agile.
I wouldn't mind that, but we need something that's moving with the way the league is when it comes to big men.
I hear what you're like. To your point, I think Vucevic kind of fucked up the Bulls style.
Yep.
Yes. And I think that's kind of what you're saying with the Warriors, where like they play small. Well, yeah, no, I think he did because like when he was with he was with the Magic before that, right? Yeah, when he was with the Magic, he was the offense was kind of structured around him, but because the Bulls are so good with like DeRozan and the way they're playing, like the smaller.
Vooch was there before them.
DeFrozen?
Yeah, what I'm saying.
Oh God, don't bring me with DeRozan, bro. Speaking of the Bulls, the Bulls style of play.
6 months before they got there. He was there for like part of the season before that. He got traded in.
Yeah, but the Bulls style of play is about defense to offense, counterattack.
Yes, because they have defenders. Look at Caruso, Lonzo.
Yeah, exactly.
They got.
So that's what I was gonna say.
Lonzo's injured.
They got such good guard players, and they have such a fast-paced offense, and they play small the way the Warriors do.
Right.
Vucevic,
The Warriors is a pick-your-poison system.
He slowed down the style of offense.
You can't put the Bulls and the Warriors in the same style or in the same sentence.
No, the Warriors is different.
I'm saying
the Warriors is a pick-your-poison type of a thing.
Absolutely.
Similarly, the Warriors. Can we at least agree that the Warriors prefer to play small ball?
Yeah.
Can we at least start there?
Okay.
Because of Draymond Green. He's 1 in a billion player.
Who is?
Draymond.
Yeah, no, look. Draymond,
sure.
we're starting, over the last month, the world started to see, I already knew this, but the world started to see Draymond really is a Hall of Fame player, period.
Okay. Let's all right, because I feel like maybe what I said was taking out of context.
Draymond is a modern day Dennis Rodman, bro.
Thank you.
Nah, he's a little bit smarter than that, man.
He's smarter than Rodman, but I mean, in terms of what he does on the floor, running the floor the way he does, obviously he's better than Rodman because he's our point guard basically. He runs our offense. Rodman never ever did that. But his rebounding style, his defensive style.
Rodman is the greatest rebounder of all time.
Yeah.
Bro, do y'all remember how good the Warriors were when they had Bogut? That was the 73-win team. They had David Lee, they had Andrew Bogut, they had Harrison Barnes, who they also
Mo Bates coming off the bench.
Mo Bates. Yep. I think, dude, Andrew Bogut being the anchor of that is like, and he's even more clunky than what I'm talking about. Valanciunas, I think, is more agile than him.
I agree with you, but I feel like since that time period when we had Bogut and how far the league has moved,
for sure,
then we have to get a guy that can at least make you feel like he can shoot the 3 at that size. Either way, no matter what, it doesn't need to be Porzingis. It doesn't need to be, something like that.
I feel you. You need like someone like Cat. Yeah, no, I feel you 100%. Yeah, no, I agree with that.
But that's why Collins would be perfect for our system.
I just don't think he's big enough.
He can't guard.
We don't need.
Bro, chill.
We need an athletic dude that can meet
the man to guard, bruh.
A big body.
Defense exists.
It does, but
Juice. This Juice guy needs to chill out, man.
We would get absolutely butt-ripped by Giannis. They're going to get fucked by Giannis.
No.
How far are the Golden State Warriors going this year?
How far?
Listen, for someone who have watched the Warriors, myself, I will say the Warriors style of the Warriors motion system does not require too much defense. They've been shit in the paint.
What?
They've been shit in the paint.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Do you guys think Ayesha Curry is the right type of fit?
Bro, stop that.
You don't need a crazy amount of defense when you're outscoring everybody anyway.
That's my point. That's my point. That they don't really need too much defense because they have a good offense.
That was the
really
case.
Work.
Nets wouldn't even be in the playoffs right now if that was the case because they don't.
Yeah.
All
right, Z. So the question still stands:
Oh, how far are we going? I'll give you scenarios of how far we're going, depending on our health. If
we're
we're
not beating the Suns,
assuming everybody
our team,
unless Chris Paul's hurt.
Right team is right now Steph healthy, Clay healthy, Poole, Dre, everybody healthy. We're probably going 7 with the Suns and we lose.
All I gotta say is the Pelicans are gonna win this series in 6. That's all I gotta say.
Who said that? Who said that?
I don't know what's so funny.
The Pelicans think 6?
I'm not even laughing. I'm laughing. I'm just asking the question.
I'm laughing at how random that was.
Nah, he's a Pelican fan. Let him rock. He rocking with his squad.
Oh, he a Pelican fan? Oh, okay, never mind.
Brandon Ingram.
No. He has the right to his opinion. I'm gonna let him speak.
No, Randy, go ahead. Do your thing.
Brandon Ingram, if he played now, first game was very bad. I will say it was very bad, bro. If we play how we can play, the way we played in that playing game, which is gonna have to. I think I give it a game or two.
Guys, stop it.
Game 2 or 3. We're gonna start picking it up.
Hey, Nene, shut the fuck up. Let him talk.
Thank you, Chad.
Randy, you make a good point. You guys look strong. Obviously,
Randy, unmute your mic. You're free to speak, man.
We all salivate, Randy, over how you guys would have looked if Zion was healthy right now.
Now, I'm
from a Pelicans fan.
I have a theory in my head, maybe a little crazy one. I think we should get Zion a little bit of minute. They're saying he's out of shape. He's going to re-injure himself. He comes plays. I think we should play him a little bit in this playoffs. Get valuable playing time to get his feet wet, and if we get whatever we get swept out, then he's gonna be ready for next year.
I mean, Zion talking about. I mean, the dude is doing 360s in practice just because. So I mean,
but I don't know, Randy, man. Is Zion eating too much jambalaya, man? Is he ready? Is he ready to even come off in playoff shape?
Sounds like Randy's doing a big Southern accent right now.
That's
relax. Let me have a conversation with Randy. Randy, let me and you have a dialogue. Let's be civil here. Nah, I'm gonna be civil with you. So you said that they should bring Zion back, right? So in this case, I think that's not a smart idea. That's not a smart idea.
Why not?
I'm sorry.
He's doing 360.
Let me explain. It's about prioritizing his safety over the team's success because he's your franchise player. You do not want to risk losing him and making him unhappy.
I agree with that. I also agree with you. If you think
you're pissing him off by not playing him.
Look at the 3 situations in the playoffs right now.
Yeah, but think about it. The Nets are gonna put Ben Simmons.
Look at the 3 situations. Like you said, Ben Simmons. You got Jamal Murray in Denver, and you got Zion. We're in the playoffs already. To not have played and all of a sudden have to now match playoff intensity is a whole different type of ball game right now. So I agree. I don't know if I would actually let any of those 3 guys join the team right now without any type of, any type of real run. They haven't even played real 5-on-5 or nothing like that yet. To just jump into the playoffs would be crazy.
Orange, you already said my point, so I'm gonna let everybody rock.
He is too good to be on the bench. Like now the thing is, if he wasn't healthy, he wouldn't be posting all this shit of him doing dunks and looking good. Why is he not playing?
It's one thing to do a 360 dunk in practice. It's another thing to have to run up the floor in playoff intensity for 30 or 40 minutes.
That's all. I'm not asking him to play 30, 40 minutes. I'm just asking him to get 10 minutes, 5 minutes to get his feet wet.
No, you're right.
So you want it to be a Yi Jian Lin now? I'm just asking.
Oh my God.
Nah, look, Randy, I hear you on that. But if he goes in that 5 or 10 minutes and gets hurt because his body's not ready, and now he hurts himself more than before, and now that's $100 million that you've now wasted because of the fact that that's your future. That's supposed to be your future. So if he gets hurt more than he was before, now off of 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and he's also useless to you because he's not giving you a full playoff intensity 10 minutes. Now what's supposed to do?
Randy, Orange, can I bring an example for Randy? But Randy, go ahead before I bring the example.
No, I'm just saying I do agree with what he's talking about there. He is, but I don't know. I just feel like we're wasting away the years that he has. I'm getting scared a little bit. He's getting injured too much. I mean, I don't know how many years.
That's the thing.
Feels like it's getting longer.
I will give you an example of a team that rushed a player, even though they just screwed up. Like the Hornets, for example, they lost 75% of their revenue, and they were like, you know what? Let's bring in LaMelo back as a rookie. Injured wrist. Let's bring him back. What happened? They still lost. That's the thing. Like, you do not want to risk your franchise player's injury even more.
What is his injury though? It's taking mad long. But what is his injury though? Zion is like, I feel like him being
LaMelo
overweight.
had a broken wrist.
No, I'm talking about Zion. Like, what is his injury?
I think Zion.
He had too much to eat.
Too much jambalaya, right?
No,
Your damn mouth.
really a stack.
You look like
broken
you had
foot.
to eat, Bobby.
Zion's injury is that his legs cannot support his weight right now.
Exactly. He broke his foot.
Because we all saw it at Duke when he blew through his Nike shoe at Duke. We all saw it. Like, he generates so much force with his weight and the type of athleticism he has that his knees cannot support that all the time, especially if he gains more weight like he did when he got to New Orleans.
He need to look like Randy. He needs to get on that Randy diet. Look at Randy.
We need to start making Nikes in America. Better made.
Randy cut the fuck up on God.
That was hilarious, yo. He said Randy cut the fuck up on God. Yo, Randy, what the fuck? You be wrestling gators down there or something?
Nah, I'm just hard work. I'm a model actually in a part-time job right now. Just trying to take care of my kids, but I'm out a little bit.
Yo, man, you need to get Zion on your type of diet, man.
Randy, you gotta show
boiled gator. I don't know what you're having, but you need to tell Zion to lay off the fried food, man.
Yeah, them fried foods can get you, but I can get him.
You need to tell Zion to lay off them gombos and maybe be his personal trainer.
I'm gonna put in a request for Randy to get hired as a strength and conditioning coach for real.
Thank you, Z. I appreciate that.
Nah, but the Pelicans, I ain't gonna front. They play like they have nothing to be scared of. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got nothing to lose.
And that's dangerous.
Yeah.
That's really,
except for Zion.
Yeah, that's
well, Zion only has that chain to lose. Nah, keep
Randy,
fucking around.
Randy, on some real shit, Randy, I think CJ is the biggest X factor for you guys because he looks amazing right now.
Yeah, I just need him to be more of a spot-up shooter. I don't want him to have the ball too long in his hands. You know
I
what I'm
agree.
saying?
He needs to be more Klay Thompson right now with the way that they just feed him and let him get the spot-up shot.
Exactly. Who do you want to handle the ball then?
Yeah, who's handling the ball for them?
I'm okay with B.I. handling the ball.
Fucking Jose Alvarado?
I hate that. CJ.
Ingram.
What are we talking about?
Yo, I messed up. Jose.
Ingram.
I'm okay with B.I. I'm not like fully for it, but I'm not against it either. I'm not. It's not the worst thing for him to handle the ball.
But the thing is, like, McCollum taking too much time off the shot clock, and then he's throwing up stupid shit. And I think that playing game shot below 30%, it was something ridiculous. So I just don't want him. I just want him sitting in the corner, sitting on the arc, throwing his shots up when it's time for him to shoot.
Don't get me wrong, CJ's got a great handle, so he's supposed to handle the ball, but I like when he plays like Steph and Klay, when he's like coming off pin downs, when he's got so much movement without the ball, and he's just catching and shooting, like, he's lethal when he does that. The way it was when Lillard was the ball handler in Portland for him.
I agree, Z.
Hey, Senor Orange Cookies.
Yo.
I have a question. So, I'm new to America. I came from Cuba a few years back and haven't gone too much into basketball. I live in Hialeah, just outside of Miami, so I like the Heat, but I'm a big Steph Curry fan, as you can see from my shared tweets in here because of his wife's Aisha.
Oh, that's you that's sharing all the Aisha pics.
Hold on.
She's so thick.
Senor, go ahead.
Bonk.
She's so thick, bro.
You like the mommies? You like the mommies, huh?
Yeah, she built like a female Zion. She got that big old wagon on her.
Yo, you wild, man. Chill out, man. Chill out. Don't snap on her, man.
Do you think Golden State will ever trade Steph to Miami so I can see Aisha?
No. Next question.
Nah, man.
No,
Unfortunately not.
Never give up. Never give up, Billy.
Bro,
Never
stop
give up.
with
You never know.
That's one move not even Fidel Castro would pull,
Hey,
man.
Randy, I rock with you, bro. But do not give this man any hope, please. It's enough.
I'm hoping for Aisha and Philly to meet.
It's not happening, senor. It's not happening. It's not happening. Like Golden State loves Curry. If Golden State trading Curry, will be like Charlotte trading LaMelo.
Nah, man. Yo, Senor Felipe, he loves Curry, man.
Fans will riot.
Nah,
those fans will riot.
It's like Chicago trading Jordan.
I'd give up both of my children for Aisha.
Yo, this guy is bugging out. He loves Curry, man.
Somebody
literally.
No, I understand. Listen, when I first started watching basketball,
it's just not happening.
When I first watching basketball, the only guy I knew was LeBron, and I was not a big fan of him as a player, but I was as a person. I was just like, yeah, I just wanted to watch basketball. Then it was Kobe. Then it was the Raptors. That's all it is.
Yeah, my man shared like 1,000 tweets of Stephen Curry's wife, man. I don't know how the hell he got all these photos, bro.
Who that was this whole time?
Yeah, me too. I'm like, the fuck? He had like pictures of her photoshopped and everything. I was like, how the hell is he finding this shit? That was an ultimate troll, man.
He's a Curry fan. I'm gonna let him be.
Yeah, he's literally a Curry fan, man. He likes Stephen Curry's wife with extra Curry.
For me,
man.
the Lakers. I love the Lakers for Kobe, and that was it. That was how it is.
Nah, man, he got a different type of love, man. He got a different type of love.
Yo, so let's get some. First of all, where's everybody from in here? Who's fans of who in here?
I already told you which fans of my team, which team I support. So
okay, I got you. Orange juice.
Everything that you
got.
Nah, I'm not really a fan of any team.
You got Randy.
I cannot stand LeBron.
Orange juice is a Hornet fan.
Okay.
You're a Laker fan.
Whoa, bro, I'm a Bucks fan.
Okay.
Oh, he ready to repeat.
So
like 96, 97.
What do we got on predictions then for all these series? What do we got for the first round?
Bucks in 4.
Bucks in 4.
Heat in 4.
Okay.
The Raptors will steal a game.
Okay, gentlemen.
That's my hope.
I don't think the Raptors are gonna win a game.
Hey, Saka, at least you guys got the Rookie of the Year. You can build on that.
Raptors.
Yeah, exactly.
Raptors would be gone in 5. It's respectable.
I got the Nets in 5.
This might be a hot take, but
Nets in 5?
Nah, I'm joking. I got the Nets either in 7 or 6.
Okay, that's fair.
The Jazz are absolute frauds.
Yeah,
they're butt cheeks.
I do think that the Jazz may get Luka out of here though.
No way. I think Luka's playing next game.
I think the Jazz may shock people and get Luka up out of here.
I mean, Jalen Brunson looks at Donovan Mitchell and he just sees food.
Brunson is nice, man. People slept on him.
D. Mitch gets abused.
Yo, let me ask that question about Brunson. Does Brunson actually play point guard duties or what?
Yes, he's the traditional point guard that they always needed.
Because they're using
Spencer's not a
Spence.
real point guard, and neither is Luka.
Yeah, they're using Spence as the point guard.
Porzingis is the best thing.
Yeah, but Brunson's the real. He should be the real point guard on that team. The way he runs, like coming out of Villanova, the way he runs offenses, like he needs to be the real point guard straight up. Because Luka's a great facilitator, but that's just not his. That's not what he wants to do. And then Spencer is a really all guard.
Luka is a point guard.
No, Luka is a point guard. Don't get me wrong, but I'm saying like he has too much scoring ability to be considered just a.
Well, off of the pick and roll, that's like how he gets to the spot. So he's not.
That's like Luka's more of a small forward though.
He's too good at scoring.
Small forward.
That's what he was drafted at.
He plays point guard.
Nah, yeah, he does, but he I think he was drafted as small forward though.
Oh, get him out of here.
Who's that? You good?
Nah, that was some troll. I don't know what the fuck is the point of that, but
It's all Deuces fanboys.
Juicy
Deuce
here.
Guy's a douchebag.
How far is Philly going?
Deuce is not a douchebag. Second round exit.
All right, bet.
I don't know. I think that was an Orlando Magic's fan. I don't know what the fuck going on with that.
Damn, people really thinking Chicago's gonna get swept like that?
Hell yeah, man, they're gonna get swept. What?
Listen. Lonzo's my boy, but his team is getting swept, bro. Like, I gotta keep it real.
Not even one game.
Yo, they're doing the Charles Barkley sweeping from the bubble.
They're getting mopped off the floor. Nobody can stop Giannis.
Yo, Giannis is cooking like a motherfucker, man. This nigga looking like Clyde Drexler, fucking Kareem, and everyone put all in one.
Man.
It's over, man.
We can't even give Chicago one game, though.
Yo, after game one, man, they almost gave Giannis a fucking Hall of Fame jacket, dog.
DeRozan.
They almost gave this nigga a Hall of Fame jacket.
Hey, look. Let's not sleep. Had DeRozan gone to the Lakers like he was supposed to and gone home,
He would average 15 points a game.
Conversation right now.
Nah, he would average 15 points a game because LeBron would take up all the stats. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it funky, man.
Averaging a dub at least.
Nah, he would not be averaging no dub, bro.
He right now, bro. He's averaging 21, 22 a game.
No, he's not, man. Davis. Nah, you bugging, bro.
There's no Westbrook hogging the ball, and LeBron is a point guard. What do you mean?
Zero chance he's averaging 15.
Nah, he's averaging about 15 to 17 a game, bro. With LeBron.
Okay,
20.
When LeBron's the point guard, he will want to do everything.
Nah, what LeBron would be doing, he'd be doing his point guard shit. Then everyone would have to hover around the 3-point line waiting for LeBron to give him the ball.
No, I just mean like with the amount of space DeRozan would have had. Are you kidding me? With all the 50 points?
Nah, yo, LeBron. Where's LeBron playing? LeBron plays the perimeter as if he's a young 25-year-old point guard, bro. LeBron, how brolic he is. LeBron should be down low.
LeBron knows how to adapt to his teammates.
Yeah, LeBron is as big as Anthony Davis. Why is LeBron not in the post?
You guys got to remember, LeBron is a communist.
What?
That is so bad.
Communist.
Hearing your voice is way deeper than I thought you, based on your profile picture. Nope. But with all due respect.
He looks like dollar store Jack Harlow.
Wow, Sway.
Yo, why is LeBron 268 and he's playing point guard and he's not down low? Backing dudes down.
Adapts to people around him. That's the farthest thing of the truth.
He saw that Westbrook.
Everyone has to adapt to him.
Points, and he saw that Anthony Davis was not playing, so he's like, "All right, fine, I got to score 50 a game."
Think about it. LeBron had to change his game because of Westbrook.
That's not what happened. LeBron's like, I might as well stat pad because we ain't gonna win.
No, he said that we have a chance.
Yeah, that was
playoffs.
late in the season.
Playoffs. And he said, all right.
He didn't guard anybody.
Word.
You guys do
not
not
care
care
about
My man, 260, almost Karl Malone size, and he's playing point guard.
He doesn't.
No. That is false. LeBron has enough.
I will say one thing negative about LeBron.
Soccer, your name might as well be Soccer Olapo. You guys
I think it's age.
Don't care about D.
LeBron has enough sweat equity in the game as an elite defender in his career.
Yeah, but that's the past, man. That's the past. That's the past. We're talking about today.
But I'm saying he's earned that right to not necessarily need to play as much defense now at age 37.
Yeah, I understand that, but he's been doing that since his last year in Cleveland, man. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it funky.
How do you earn the right not to play defense?
I think it's all age, bro.
Earn the right not to
I think it's age.
You don't earn the right to not play D when you still lose every game.
You got to play D.
Man,
I think he doesn't
You got to play D, Z.
There's two ends of the court.
I think he just saw the writing on the wall and was like, look, we still have a shot. Let me go balls to the wall and score 50 a game and maybe sneak us into the playoffs. That was his thought.
Losing because he wouldn't guard.
Yo, but do you do understand he's a Laker, right? That we happy to be here shit. It don't work in the Lakers. That works in Cleveland, but it don't work in LA.
Westbrook fucked up when he said that.
Nah.
Westbrook fucked up when he said, I'm not worried. I don't feel no pressure. Like, bro, you're a Laker. Are you kidding me?
Nah, that's Westbrook. I'm talking about LeBron. LeBron been treating LA like that though, for the most part.
Yeah, but I think he calmed down because he got a COVID chip with them. I think that's what made him kind of like relax on that.
Yeah, but how many years LeBron been in LA? Like
this is
4?
Third year. This is third year.
Nah, it can't be 3.
It is. He got hurt with Lonzo. and those guys. He got
And
hurt.
they missed the playoffs.
Missed the playoffs. Then the next year was
They were 4th seed before Alonzo got hurt.
This is 4.
And then this is the 3rd season. Yeah.
No, wait, hold on. They missed the playoffs. Then they won the chip. Then they got eliminated.
Oh yes. This is.
And then so out of 4 years, my man missed the playoffs twice as a Laker. It's very interesting.
First one doesn't really count. He missed like the entire year.
Wait, hold on. Let's rewind. Before LeBron arrived to LA, the Lakers won 35 games. LeBron came to LA without them losing any players besides letting go Julius Randle, and they won 35 games. Somebody explain that to me. Explain that to me.
The year that he got hurt, the very first year, they were way over 500 on pace to be like a 3 seed. Then he got hurt. So I'm not counting that one.
So they won the same amount of games as the year before having no LeBron?
No, but I'm just saying they were on pace to be the 3 seed before he got hurt that year.
Let me see, because I remember
they were on pace to be the 4th seed. But Z, you have a point.
Yeah, like 3 or 4 seed.
No. He does not have a point. Because I remember they went up against Phoenix when they were trash, and it was a must-win, and LeBron could not carry them past that team. They were not good.
LeBron couldn't defend. LeBron couldn't defend in that game.
Let's see how many games he played that first year.
I think he missed like 40 games that year, 30 to 40 at least.
Because LeBron
had a groin injury, right? Right,
yeah,
Z?
he was growing.
He had a groin injury.
Let's see.
And he missed the rest of the season, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
That first year in LA, how many games? My man played 55 games.
See, he missed 30 games. See, and they were on pace to be a 4 seed, 3 or 4, or in the middle of the pack, 3, 4, 5.
Hold up. That still don't even add up. He played 55 games. They won the same 35 games that they won with Julius Randle and that young ass Brian Scott, freaking Luke Walton team.
They tanked after he got hurt because he missed the rest of the year. They just tanked.
Nah, he didn't miss those 30 games in a row. That's not in a row. He did not miss no 30 games in a row.
I think he missed a pretty good chunk.
Nah, he missed chunks at a time, but it was no 30 games in a row. I'm telling you, man, there's no reason why the Lakers won 35 games the year before, and they won 35 games while adding LeBron James.
They were on pace to be a 4 seed. How do you explain that?
What do you mean?
When he got hurt that first year, they were on pace to be the 4 seed.
And what month was that during the season?
That was like in the.
Well, you forgot who was this point guard.
Oh, that's true.
Wait, who was his point guard?
Lonzo.
It was Lonzo.
So wait, hold on. But how did
dude got injured? They fell down.
But how the hell the Lakers won 35 games the year before though? They had a really shitty team.
That's a good question.
That's the Swaggy P year where D'Angelo Russell snitched and they had a really young team. They was mad immature.
Year, I think.
I mean, you can't add LeBron James to that squad and still win 35 games a year after that. That don't even make any sense.
If you think about it, they won 35 games and he only played 50 games. Like, how do you?
He played 55.
I can't hold that against him when he played 55. There's 82 games in the season.
Yeah, that's only 20 game difference though.
That's a lot, bruh. That's a lot. If you win 15 of those 20, that's a 50 win season.
I don't know. All I know from that season coming on to this season, you could kind of see why that happened.
That's fair.
You can kind of see why that happened because there's no reason.
27 games.
Yeah, there's no reason why the Pelicans and Spurs are way ahead of you and got into the play-in. It don't make sense. Even with your injuries.
The Pelicans and Spurs are built better than the Lakers are.
Yeah, but you got 2 guys on your team outside of LeBron James that's in the NBA 75. Something just don't add up. You don't have 3 players on the NBA 75.
There's a reason why
you can't get past the Pelicans.
They have a 3-headed monster.
Outside of LeBron, they have Russell Westbrook.
And Anthony Davis. And Anthony Davis.
Is it?
Didn't play majority.
And
he missed a big chunk of the season as well. And Westbrook had the worst season of his career this year.
So what's going to be the excuse next year when the same thing happens again? Because it's set up that way.
They're stuck in this for a while. They don't have no cap space. They're in financial hell right now, and nobody wants Russell.
So LeBron's going to fake injuries for next year too?
No, he's gonna play. He's gonna play up. He knows he has to play because he just wants to play with his son at this point. I think he's chilling. So he's just gonna hang around and just chill until Bronny gets there, and then he'll just dip off to whatever team his son goes to.
This is gonna be interesting.
Yeah, I don't think the Lakers they're not gonna do shit for the next couple of years. They're stuck for a while.
Nah, I think the Lakers might end up doing something. That's trading LeBron James.
Yeah.
LeBron James don't have leverage no more. Even
they trade LeBron. I think
no, they can because you know why?
Trading for a young star.
Nah,
a young star.
Nah, they would even get that back. They would even get that back. But honestly, LeBron don't have leverage no more. They know he wants to be in LA. Even the deal they gave him, he doesn't have a trade clause or anything like that.
They figure out a way to keep Anthony Davis maybe, or include Anthony Davis in either a trade for Lillard or Beal, then we're talking.
What? But who's playing defense for y'all?
No, but I'm saying if they can get Westbrook off the hands somehow, I don't know how, but if they can do it financially and the numbers look right, and they can pull Beal or Lillard, either one of them, now we're talking. Now that's something to work with.
So what your scenario? It would be Beal, let's say Beal or Lillard, but they would be tagged along with LeBron, no Westbrook. So Anthony Davis is still there?
I would say, because what Anthony Davis did this year, I can go get a low-level dude to go do what Anthony Davis did this year. He didn't wow anybody. And I can pay a lot less money to do the same thing Anthony Davis did at the big man spot.
So let me ask you a question. Even
money
so
over
wait,
to Lillard or Beal.
Okay, so even with a halfway decent built team, you think LeBron can lead them to a ring?
No, he's not getting any more rings.
So what is
this is to stay competitive. This is to stay competitive.
To stay competitive. That's not but that's Cleveland shit. That's not Lakers shit.
But he doesn't have a choice but to be in Cleveland mentality right now, because the way the league is right now, he's not getting no more rings. And especially because Golden State woke back up, which is what the league did not want.
Yeah, if that's the case, Lakers, man, Jeannie Buss better grab her balls and trade LeBron James.
The way Clay looks right now, Steph and Clay got another 2-3 years of dominance still left in them. And then you add Poole to the mix, they're going to probably add at least one more guy. Like maybe I've always wanted, I don't know if the money works, but I've always wanted Cat to come over to Golden State. If the money works. But I would be okay with giving Draymond up to get Towns.
I don't know, man. I don't think, like you said, since LeBron can't lead the team, even if they built it decently to a ring, it's pointless.
He has to take the blame for this. He built that team, so he has to take the blame because he tried to play, GM, and it didn't work. Usually it does. In Cleveland it worked. Miami it worked. Cleveland it worked again. Usually this time around it just didn't work, and he had to eat that.
Yeah, it doesn't work because he's out of his prime.
Right.
And,
but I mean, statistically, he had the craziest year of his
yeah,
career.
of course, as he should. He should have statistics. When you have the ball in your hands 24/7 and you're 37 years old playing 40 minutes a game every night, your stats should. We all recognize the stat pattern. We all see it.
Yeah, which is what people called Westbrook last year.
Yeah, LeBron does it too. Except they're not gonna say nothing because he's the face.
Because he's LeBron, right?
Yeah.
Right.
But we all get it. The goal here for LeBron is to pass, Kareem or whatever it is, so he can make the Jordan argument. Right, that's all. But the Lakers, they're about to fall victim to that.
In my opinion, he needs one more. To be in the Jordan argument, he needs one more ring. He needs one more. If he gets to 5, I think people will start to say, okay, we might have to really start shifting the conversation.
It's gonna be tough regardless, because at the end of the day, what really fucked up LeBron is that Dallas series, man. There
was no need for that.
Now he could have escaped from that, but it's the way he lost to the Golden State Warriors too many times, and it's too many sweeps, man. It's basically two sweeps under that.
Not just the way he lost, it's the way he beat them from 3-1. Also, people don't forget. People don't even consider that a win for him a lot of the time because of how it happened. Because they knew that the league gave him the stimulus package, kicking Draymond out. Iguodala got hurt, and all of a sudden, he got that momentum in that 5th game, and it was a wrap from there.
And let's not mistake, Kyrie was putting up similar numbers to him.
Yeah, Kyrie was also going 40 for 40 with him, so that's another thing.
No, but he deserved that. They came back. At the end of the day, they came back. But what really hurts him is that Cleveland team, Let's not downplay it. That was a good fucking basketball team.
That was.
Even,
No, it definitely.
Even with KD at Golden State, that was a good basketball team.
Oh,
LeBron James should equate to the talents of Curry and Thompson put together. You know, I'm sorry, man. You can't call yourself a GOAT and you're gonna tell me Curry's superpowers equates to LeBron James, because there's none of us that can go into a basketball court and say LeBron James is equal to Stephen Curry. We all will pick LeBron 9 out of 10 times.
You're right, but I've also seen Clay score 60 on like 30 dribbles.
Yeah, I feel you, but when you call yourself a GOAT, see, the point is when you call yourself a GOAT, you're just not playing against like the A- guys. You could take 2 A+ guys, and when you're the GOAT, you step over both of them.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
like we forgot the measurements here. When you call yourself the GOAT, that means like LeBron James should equate to Thompson and Curry superpowers put together. Then you got Kevin Love and Kyrie, who's better than both of them, is better than Draymond off rip. So it's like, and then you got J.R. Smith, Shumpert, all these guys. Fucking what's his name? The guys from the Utah Jazz. They're all over the bench that they never use. You have all these guys on this squad, and it's like, wait a minute, you're losing 4-1, 4-0. What the fuck is this?
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know, man. That GOAT shit, like one of the greatest players to ever play, but the only knock on LeBron is that he's always been proven you can mentally get to him. If you frustrate him long enough, you can break him.
Yeah, and Jordan and Kobe would never ever get broken.
Yeah, and it's like, how the hell Kobe got past fucking Kevin Garnett, Ray Allen, Paul Pierce with Pau Gasol?
Yeah,
it's like, come on, man. Like, he got his ass bust the first time around, learned from that, and then he elevated.
Understanding your team.
Yeah, man.
Something called you're strong as your weakest link.
Yeah.
And Kobe and Jordan learned that.
Yeah.
And that's how they toughen their weakest players.
Yeah.
But the moment Jordan left the player level and go to the owner's level, he forgot that.
Yeah, that's true. And he got lucky. He lucked up and got a guy like LaMelo now that's going to help salvage the shitty career he's had as an owner.
That didn't move the needle at all, because he's still doing the shitty things.
He's kind of doing the same things.
Like, think about it. You have to earn it. Like, give the man the keys. He's your franchise player. He has shown you that.
No, Saka, I think Charlotte's set up nice for a good couple of years to be a playoff contender going forward because of the pieces that they put together.
Playoff contender, but with a new coach, they're a playoff contender.
Yeah, that's true. That's fair.
Yeah, but the league is in a good place. Like, the league doesn't understand, like, the audience, the NBA audience, there's a LeBron fatigue, man. And the way the league is right now, like, they need to figure out how to promote some of these teams. Instead of, like, the league, I feel like they got lucky by getting Jordan, Kobe, LeBron, individuals to promote. But now I think we're reaching an era where they need to start promoting the teams, the rivals.
Unfortunately, there's not really a lot of rivals in the league right now. We used to have a lot of rivals, so it was easy to promote the one-on-one thing. Now they're just promoting one player, like the Lukas, John Morant's, Tatum's. That's the next generation, and they're just promoting them alone because those guys are the faces of their franchises right now.
Yeah, but it's unfortunate because they need to start promoting the whole, like, just the whole aura of each city, like going up against another one.
The big storyline that really gets me going is Trey against the city of New York. That's a really good storyline.
Yeah, that's a good storyline.
Just in general, because the people are at Yankees games talking about fuck Trey Young at Yankees games.
Mm-hmm.
That's how bad they hate the dude. So when he steps into the Garden, everybody and their mama is against him, which is great to see that's how it's being promoted now. But you don't really have too much of that. The way Trey is in New York, that shit was every day in the 90s. That was everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's not like that no more. So I don't know how they're going to have to do it, but they're going to have to promote, I don't know. There's just not enough drama in the game right now.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, they're going to need like a person like Ja Morant to come out and say, I was the best player of my draft.
Yeah.
They're going to need him to come out to say that shit because it's true. He was. It wasn't no Zion. It was Ja. Ja is the best player to come out of that draft.
Absolutely.
He needed to take ownership of that shit.
But the problem is Zion is his boy, and in real life. So it's like
that's a problem right there,
they grew
man.
up together, so it's hard. They literally grew up together. They were best friends. So it's hard for him to come out and just throw shade on a dude that that's probably going to be the godfather of his kid.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough.
So I would love to see it, because if that happened and that like lifelong friendship gets tarnished, that would be a great rivalry, especially because Zion's probably going to end up in the Garden somewhere, or he's going to end up on the Lakers. He's going to end up on a big market team when he leaves New Orleans. So that'd be great for Memphis, who's a coming up and comer, to be going against Zion, who's going to go to a big market squad, and then them face off against each other.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to have to meet at the rim. That's another thing that'd be great. Those two end up hating each other, and then they got to meet at the rim.
Oh, facts. That would be crazy.
Yeah, that'd be a great storyline right there. But like, that's not where the NBA is right now. They're content with where they are, just promoting certain players.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, what's his name? The old commissioner, Stern. Yeah, Stern would have moved off of the LeBron promotion thing a few years back. He would have started promoting other guys, because
Silver. I think Silver is lazy because he sees that LeBron will just always get dollars.
I think Silver will do whatever it takes to make the money, and I think he's when you're a business type of guy, you just want to just do what's best for business.
Absolutely.
The thing with Stern is that Stern just thinks in his own way. Stern is very stubborn.
Yeah.
Versus like Adam Silver. Adam Silver is more like, I want to listen to the players. I want to see what they have in common. That's why the playing is in the plays, right?
True. That's true. That's fair.
Yep. Yo, it always trips me out that David Stern and Kobe died within a few weeks of each other, man. That show always trips me out.
Yeah, that's really wild.
Yeah, man.
It almost looks like so. It doesn't even feel like a coincidence when something like that happens.
Yeah. The league kind of took a little shift.
For a commissioner, Stern was pretty. Well, I would say he was pretty average for a commissioner.
I mean, but he was
hating on Iverson for trying to inspire new culture, which was pretty good nowadays because you now have freedom of expression.
The thing is, we can't forget that the NBA they were not under the contracts that they're under now. That was under David Stern. See, the thing is, I think behind the scenes, Stern was trying to get those large TV contracts. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, their first ESPN deal was only for like $600 million per year, and then they secured that bag after the Pistons. No, the first time they secured that bag, the Pistons, the Mouse at the Palace thing happened.
Yeah, Mouse at the Palace.
Yeah, and then everybody was wearing do-rags or whatever. And you have to understand, the NBA money, it comes from the corporations. So the people he got to do the meetings with, where they're like, yo, we're giving you all this money, but look at your league. Everybody's rocking do-rags, people fighting.
That's why he put that.
Yeah, man. These people are going to ask him questions like, yo, we're giving you $600 million a year. He got to talk to Turner Sports. He got to talk to ESPN. That's not a good look, man. So that's where the money comes from, like old. It tends to be old white guys in suits. That's where the money's coming from. So they're gonna question why they're giving money when the representation is this. They're always gonna question these things. So that's why David Stern puts on these dress code policies, etc.
Yep. I'm in those meetings. I work for ESPN. I'm in those meetings and hearing that's exactly what it is.
Yeah. So a lot of people never look at it. They look at, David Stern put the dress code, but it's like these guys couldn't be making $50 million a year in the Supermax if it wasn't for that.
Right.
None of that would be happening. So, at the end of the day, because like I remember there was like an NBA player that interviewed him. They asked him, where does he think the money comes from? And they were talking about, they thought it came from the fans. And they were like, nah, man.
The revenue that they're making is not nearly what the...
Nah, it's not coming from no fans, man. It's coming from these corporations, these sponsors. So those are the type of people. Remember, the NBA didn't have the deals that they had now.
Right.
So David Stern was trying to get them. The same time he's trying to get them, they're looking at your image.
And that's why nowadays, now that you got the bag, the players are getting these crazy maxes that they're getting. Now it's like, okay, players start to feel empowered. If I'm making $50 million a year, you're not going to tell me what I can or cannot say at that point.
Mm-hmm. And also, the guys in suits already have the proof of concept. We've been giving you a bag of money for years. The money's still flowing in. So, okay, you could do you. But when they don't have a proof of concept, they're giving you money. Especially, let's not all cap here. The NBA was mostly black, and we all know like that they're mad funny because the NBA players don't get into trouble. But I remember when I was younger, they treated the NBA like the players got in trouble all the time. Nothing barely happened to NBA players, but they acted like it was a bad boy league. And I'm like, it definitely wasn't that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can make the argument football was 10 times worse.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. But the NBA, for some reason, it had a worse reputation as far as fighting. For some odd reason, fighting and getting in trouble off the court when it rarely happened.
You got NFL dudes killing people.
Yeah.
Literally.
And people didn't really think of the NFL being a bad boy league, but the NBA, they had that reputation. So these are all the types of things David Stern. And one thing I always appreciate about David Stern, he was always open about these things. He always would mention these things.
Right.
He wasn't like Adam Silver where he's trying to be PC, you know, all kumbaya. Yeah. David Stern was very blunt.
Silver is that he does try to, you know, buddy the situation. No.
Mm-hmm.
Address it, because people got to know the real situations.
Right.
The shit kind of makes me really feel like, what are you even doing as a league?
He's afraid of confrontation.
League owner, like you're supposed to really like. You're afraid of conflict. That's the problem with Adam Silver. Sure. Always afraid of conflict.
And that's why he by default gets the love from the players, because he basically does whatever they say, whatever they want.
Mm-hmm. And that's why you see even the players, they've overstepped their boundaries in a way, because they're signing brand new contracts and forcing their way out within the first year, which has never been seen before. But now it's like the norm.
Harden would never be able to do what he just did in the last 2 years.
Harden, Ben Simmons, Anthony Davis.
Yep, that would never have happened.
Yeah,
Harden
you can't do that.
Did it twice in 2 years.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, that is nuts, man. To sign a brand new deal and then just be like, yo, I don't want to be here no more. I'm gonna gain weight. I'm gonna pout. I'm gonna alienate the fan base. Like, you can't do no shit like that.
No. You can't do it in any other sport. You can't do it for any other franchises and be the highest paid player of those franchises and still get away with that.
Mm-hmm.
It's different when you're like a guy that's making $2 million a year. Then they can just like throw you around if they wanted to, but not when you're making 45.
Yep. Yeah, it's weird, but you know, I'm wondering if the owners are gonna, because you know, Adam Silver works for the owners. I'm wondering if the owners are gonna have any pushback in the next CBA when they talk about the next collective bargaining agreement.
Yeah,
because
I think that's why Silver keeps the relationship with the players that he keeps, is so that when the CBA comes back around, they're able to come to the table and really want to talk, because of the fact that the players actually like him.
Yeah, because yo, I'm telling you, this next round of negotiations, man, it's gonna be nasty, bro. It's gonna be difficult. Because yo, they're gonna have so many examples of players that have 4 years left on a max deal and asking for trade. The owner's about to put a kicker behind that shit.
Yeah, that shit just sounds crazy to me.
Yeah.
When we were kids, that was no dude that had 4 years left on the deal would ever consider doing.
And now, yo, if a guy has 4 years left on his deal, he asks for a trade, we treat that shit like it's normal. They don't even question that.
There's nothing that should be normal about that, but that's just where we are right now in society, which is crazy.
Yeah, it's like nobody questions it. Everybody goes like, oh, he wants out, so when they're gonna make the move to get him out? I'm like, yo, like what?
Right.
I'm like, what the hell? And like Ben Simmons, that situation with him, like they didn't pay him $1. You know what I'm saying? And nobody really says nothing about it. And then Ben Simmons has the audacity to sue the 76ers. It's like, you know, all these things, man, it's weird, man. It's a weird time that we're in. But, you know, the player empowerment, I think, you know, these guys, they better make sure LeBron James is around for the next CBA.
Yeah.
Because they're going to need a little bit more leverage, man. Because these owners, these guys are about to get their lawyers on this shit and find loopholes.
man, they're gonna be gaming the system. It's just rigged.
Yeah. Yeah, they're gonna be, man, doing mad loopholes to make sure, like, yo, you want to trade? We've been promoting you for years. Okay, so we're gonna get a kickback. There's gonna be a kickback for us. They're gonna find some sort of loophole.
And the worst thing is, I think the next CBA is gonna blow up the salary cap. That's what's gonna happen next. The salary cap is already getting higher and higher every year. The next move is to blow that shit up, and they're gonna make it so that, like, the small market teams can really get in on this money.
Wait, how so?
Because I think that the next bargaining agreement, I think the salary cap's going to reach an all-time high, and it's going to allow a bigger percentage for the teams that, especially for the small market teams, the Pelicans, the Trailblazers, the Hornets, people like that are going to get a little bit more money to use. People like Jordan can really pull the pocketbook out and really start spending for real and not have to worry about losing guys like Bridges.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. But I feel like even though they could raise the salary cap as high as they want, I feel like the small market teams will still be the same like how it is now, because it went up now. I
agree with Orange. It depends on the philosophy, though.
Yeah, like because think about it. If like the salary cap now is like what 120, it used to be 99. So even though it went up for everybody, the small market teams are still using the same approach.
No, that's true, but I think the more they're gonna. So what I'm saying in the CBA, the max is not going to increase nearly as much as the way the salary cap, because usually the max deals go up in percentage to the salary cap. But I think in the next CBA, they're gonna move the salary cap up and not let the max deals match that in percentage. So therefore, if I'm Jordan, I can give a guy a max, and it's not nearly going to affect my percentage of salary cap as much as it would have in past years.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying now.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what they're gonna make sure that happens, so that John Morant and dudes like that. Because if we think about it, Phoenix, people are not talking about this, but Booker's gonna be the first player in history to get 5 max deals.
Damn, is he gonna make half a billion being in the NBA?
Yes, because he came in the league at 17. He got his first max at 20 years old. He's going to get his second max at 25. He's going to get his third max at 30. And then it's fourth max or fifth max at 35 going out the league. So he's going to break the bank. But Phoenix is still considered a small market squad. So his super max that it looks like right now, yesterday's price is not going to be tomorrow's price. By the time he gets to the about 30, 33 years old, he's going to have a super max that's going to look a little bit more than it is now, but it's not going to hurt his team's overall cap as much as it does now, as much as it might right now.
Wow.
Z, you have to understand that what Orange is talking about is the philosophy of these front offices, because you have to think about the way they think. See, Jordan is a guy that doesn't like to break the bank.
That's my point.
That's the problem.
So that's my point. These small market teams that like to be frugal, if you raise the salary cap without letting the max deals go up to match the salary cap percentage, then you're able to give a guy a max deal without it hurting the overall salary cap as a whole. So therefore, people that are frugal, like frugal owners that don't like to break the bank, will have more incentive to spend money knowing that it's not going to hurt their cap overall.
Nah, I see what you're saying,
that
because
is a very smart tactic, though, because then they can pay more money for such guys. But this is the thing that I always criticize Jordan on. Like, dude, you love to pay big money to guys that are actually gonna kill your cap space, like Gordon Hayward and Nicholas Batum.
Right.
But the guys that actually contribute to your success, you're too scared to pay them. You have PJ Washington's extension to deal with this year. You have Miles Bridges' extension to deal with this year. Even Cody Martin, of all people, is due this year. Right. And then next year, you're going to deal with LaMelo.
Wow.
And Nick Richards. So who are you going to pay?
That's a good point.
Yeah. Wow, Jordan Poole is balling, too.
Man, I tried to tell people. I posted a tweet yesterday or 2 days ago during his game the other night from October of 2020 talking about Jordan Poole is going to be a star. And it was opening night when I said it. I said, Jordan Poole spent a whole summer with the Splash Brothers. He's going to be a star, period. And people were laughing at me at work. Everybody at ESPN was laughing at me like, you're crazy. And I'm like, all right, fine. Y'all go ahead and talk. Y'all talk now.
Imagine if the Warriors, I wish the Warriors had drafted LaMelo because him and Jordan Poole would have been lighting up this in the playoffs.
Oh my goodness gracious.
But yo, you guys, you know what's so crazy about that next CBA? I feel like it doesn't even matter what the NBA ratings are, even if they're low or high, because it's the tech money that's gonna come in. Yeah, y'all seen the new NFL deal? The NFL has a deal with like CBS, Fox, Amazon, Roku, all these like tech companies, all these like internet, I guess cable type plans.
Yeah,
they got to deal with all of them. They even gave Amazon Fire or Amazon like Prime TV. They give them like 3 exclusive games for like the 10-year contract.
Yep,
like it's crazy.
Apple's next. Apple just jumped into the Major League Baseball pool.
Yeah,
NBA is next.
Yeah, so man, the type of money they're gonna make, the ratings don't even matter. Those companies don't even care about no ratings. They just want the content. They just want to say, yo, we have, like Amazon right now, they're gonna say, oh, we have this NFL game that you can't see nowhere else.
Right.
It's only with us.
Yeah, that's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, that's nuts. They got 3 of them for the next 10 years. Like only 3 games. Imagine how much they pay for that.
That's mad bread. Mad bread.
Shit, man. They're gonna promote the fuck out of their Amazon Prime.
Absolutely. And they're gonna make that money because the new Amazon CEO is all about sports. He's trying to take the game over.
Yeah, man. I was shocked, man. I looked at that new NFL deal. I was like, oh my God, can you imagine what the NBA gonna get?
Everybody was laughing at him because he took Thursday Night Football exclusively for Amazon, and everybody's laughing at him. But watch, it's gonna turn into Sunday night. It's gonna turn into. He's gonna start taking playoff games. Like
it's not even that, because what they're gonna do, they're gonna market the NFL game exclusively with them, and they're gonna say, hey, for that same $100-something a year, you get food, access to food, 2-day shipping. They're gonna plug in the rest of the ecosystem into that. You get Amazon Music.
It's all about content integration.
Yeah. And then they're gonna get people hooked on their food service delivery and be like, yo, this is nice. I get my NFL and I can order my food and they bring it right to my crib and it's for the same $100.
We're gonna even plug you with next day shipping for Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
They're gonna just plug everything.
Yeah.
It's gonna be crazy.
To them, it's just an advertisement fee for the rest of their services. They don't even care about that shit. They have enough money where they don't even care. They could give the NFL like $6 billion just for those 3 games.
Oh, for sure. There's no sweat off their back at all. They don't care.
So that's why I'm just like, yo, the NBA, no matter what, the ratings are low or high, the money's gonna come in.
Yeah. For
the NBA and the NFL. Them tech companies about to change the game, boy.
Oh, absolutely.
Ooh, they're about to. Like you said, Devin Booker, man, some of these guys are gonna be almost billionaires by the time, just from NBA money.
We saw LeBron, and he's gonna be like the first guy, but it took him until he was 37 to get to that level, and he had to combine it with his Nike contract.
Mm-hmm.
There's gonna be guys that are getting there with just their playing money only, regardless of the sponsorship deals they got.
Yep,
it's gonna be nuts. It's gonna change the game. I think Ja is gonna get a shoe. Luka already has a shoe coming out this year with Jordan. Booker. I don't know how Booker doesn't have a shoe. He's gonna need to do a Kobe collab at some point.
Booker's gonna get a shoe at some point.
Yeah,
if he keeps rising up to the occasion.
Yeah.
Then LaMelo already have a shoe, but LaMelo is reaching that billionaire status already. So LaMelo is on that trajectory. Anthony Edwards is gonna reach there too.
Booker gets slept on. He should already have had a shoe. And now that the Kobe Nike partnership is back on, they better make him a Booker Kobe collab.
Yeah, yo, and that's another thing. Nike escaped with that because Kobe was about to show all the players a new business model, and that is to join, to get one of these venture capitalists up in Silicon Valley to link up with you, put technology behind your shoe, and manufacture your own shoe. That's exactly what Kobe was about to do. The meeting was only 2 weeks away after he died, bro.
Yeah.
They had the model, the shoe built and everything, man. And once the players saw that shit was gonna work out, it's just like how LeBron left Cleveland. They were all gonna start doing the same shit.
Yep. Once Kobe did it, it was going to be a no-brainer for everybody.
Yeah, everybody else is gonna be like, yo, let's link up with some venture capitalists.
Yep.
And let's figure this out. Like I already got the brand recognition. They have the capital. They could figure out the access to the factories, get the production out. Yeah, man, that was like the next step. But Nike, woo, that would have been a killer for them, man.
They got off easy. Nike was about to be like Blockbuster if that happened.
Yeah, because players are definitely gonna follow after that. They're like, wow, why'd I have to go to Nike? Like I could just manufacture my own shoe. Like if you have the clout of Zion Williams, he could have came in and just get a couple of venture capitalists and come up with his own shoe.
Especially at the time when you had LaMelo, who was a free agent, Zach LaVine was a free agent. All these dudes were shoe free agents looking for what their next place was going to be. At that moment, that was the moment Kobe was already about to teach these young guys how to really do it.
Yep. And then you could see LaMelo Ball, his father, he had the right idea with the
concept.
The concept was correct, but they didn't have the manufacturing. They didn't have the backing to get the access to the factories to get the shoes made fast enough and of good quality.
Orders fell as duds.
Yeah.
He didn't have the resources.
Yep, exactly. And then that was probably the part Kobe was gonna get down packed right, because he had the venture capitalists backing him up. Right. So he had access to certain manufacturing facilities to get this done, because they was putting technology in their shoes.
Oh, they already, they've been. You see John Morant wearing that Adapt already. Like they already.
Yeah. So like exactly what LaMelo Ball's father, I forgot his name. What's his name? LeVar. LeVar Ball was exactly right what he was saying for his kids to have their own brand coming in. They had enough clout to do it, but they didn't. The manufacturing, the execution of it wasn't. They didn't have access to it yet.
You know who's going to build on that is Mikey Williams. Mikey Williams is going to be the guy that builds on that. He's got so much. He's had so much clout since he was 15 already. Number one player in the class and never dipped. And I think he's going to be the one that, like, he's already built his own brand before he even gets to college.
But there's pros and cons to it, though. The pros is that pro teams, but you tend to have that like luxury of actually having your own brand. But the con is pro teams always want to influence their own ideology into it. That's the problem. Like, look at LaMelo, for example, who has his own brand. You look at his owner still trying to, like, the owner and the coach still trying to jerk him off for some reason, which just pisses me off. But at the end of the day, I'm just gonna leave it.
Yeah, it's true.
Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean?
I mean, in the sense of, like, if you look at the idea that the man has to come off the bench for a guy that's worse than him, skill-wise, and then he had to, like, imagine waiting 20 games, being the third overall pick.
Yeah.
Then you start, and you're playing the wrong position. Then your first game actually starting point guard was because the point guard got injured. Then you came back, and then you're like, okay, you know what? I'm still not giving the keys. Right. Then you sign a new big man who's even worse than your previous big man. Mm-hmm. And then you get a real big man and you barely play him.
Yikes.
And you barely utilize him.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Great.
Yeah, I know it's crazy, man. Like, but I'm telling you, that LeVar Ball, he was onto something. And who would ever knew Kobe Bryant behind the scenes was doing exactly what they were doing, except he was getting the capital to back him up.
Right.
And, you know, I'm not sure if you guys saw the photo of the shoe, man. It leaked out online.
Difference. See, LeVar was a former practice player in the NFL, right? Yeah. So he doesn't have that much clout compared to Kobe, because Kobe would have a financial backing because he's a former NBA legend. So everyone was like, oh, yeah, we will gravitate to Kobe. We will support him. It's not like LeBron or LeVar, where it's like you have to grind it out. LeVar had to get people of his own circles. Like, whereas Kobe can gather anyone and it will help him out because it's just Kobe.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, man, that's crazy.
Hey, y'all, it's been real, man. Let me know
for sure.
Let me know when you do the next Spaces. I'll be on, bro.
Definitely, man. Definitely.
Real, man. I'm
Yo, I'm probably gonna do one tomorrow for the Grizzlies game.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
Let me know.
for sure.
Get an invite. I'll be on.
All right, definitely, man. You guys stay up. I'm about to end it. Good talking to you guys.
All right, y'all. See y'all.
Man.
All right, man. Peace.